And we have a special guest, GM tonight. He's a voice you will recognize if you just listened to the interview episode we posted recently. He created Mists of Akuma. That is Mr. Mike Myler.
Hey, everybody.
And with introductions out of the way, Mike, I will turn it over to you, sir.
Absolutely. We're going to be playing in Mists of Akuma, which is an Eastern fantasy noir steampunk campaign setting for D&D 5th edition. It has been over 3.5 millennia since the dawn of mankind. Monsoons have become more and more common with the reappearance of the roiling, demon-spewing mists of Akuma, and the sun's light grows duller with every day that passes after the end of the War of Kaio more than a century ago. A pall of darkness has fallen on Soberin, and even its greatest heroes are mired in the petty intrigues and never-ending slights of aggressive clans. Spell swords and mercenaries cross the countryside in search of fortune, leaving the poor and meek to fend for themselves or die in the harsh reality of a broken world where technology has been either abandoned as heresy or perilously embraced. Do you guys want to give a quick introduction of your characters for these games? This game here?
Definitely. Let's do that. I'm going to butcher this pronunciation. I am playing Chuori Fiata. That's not right at all. He goes by Crow, so we're going to go with that. I am a Tengu monk. And I've been having a lot of trouble recently. I got beat up at my mom's funeral. But luckily a friend came by to save me.
It's a little more involved than that. You were always an ostracized Tengu because you were born under a blood moon and came out with black feathers as opposed to white. And all the kids always picked on you, and they called you the Crow. And rather than hang out with them, you hung out with like martial arts masters that lived up in the mountains. And whenever you were in town, you would get into a fight with your former peers. And then when your mom died, they used that opportunity to try to kill you, like, all at once. And while fleeing, you ran into Keiru, who will be played by...
man, I've been trying to repress those memories. That's just not fair to bring them up. God. I'm gonna go drink myself under the table and punch someone in the mouth.
Keiru advises against that, because we have a higher calling. My calling is to wander the world and look for evil and get rid of it. And that's the extent of what my teacher told me when he got frustrated teaching me a few years ago and told me to just go in that direction while he went in the other direction and do good until I'd learned how to not be so damn annoying.
That is pretty accurate to what I wrote, yeah. Yeah, Keiru the Wild was just too wild. And then, Matthew, tell us about Soko.
Soko Yuji is a half Ceramenian. Is that right?
Ceramian.
Ceramian. Ah, it is like ceramic. Okay, Ceramian samurai. She is a Ronin. She has no master. And her linking character is not present, the Ninja Turtle, but she's just traveling the land trying to do good because as an unfortunate half-breed, she has less honor in this society.
Yes. Well, her mom was a noble, but she turned her back on her and her dad entirely once her dad became super poor, buying this like electro heart augmetic that kept Soko alive after she was grievously wounded by one of the Emperor's, like, I don't know, like the 35th children or something like that.
Kept skipping over that part of the background, I apologize.
It's all good, it's all good. Yeah, and then she, like, struggled, it was like a total role reversal after she recovered because her father got really sick and she could never get the money together, and yeah, it's kind of a sad story, so I don't blame you for skipping it. One of the things about Mists of Akuma are these Bengoshi. They are kind of like, if you've ever played Shadowrun, they're kind of like a Johnson, but instead of the corporations, they work for the government of Soberin. A Kizuwato Bengoshi named Sukurito Buru has hired the three of you for a total of 500 Imperial pieces to travel from the capital city of Daisanji in the Kizuwato Prefecture to deal with troubles in the village of Yokota Wate downriver near Hakyoku. So Yokota Wate is probably just about there, outside that forest. Bandits and Ronin have been causing trouble there for some time, but as of late their raids and roadside thuggery have steadily ramped up, making a forceful response necessary. And I'm just going to transport you straight to Yokota Wate. We're just going to jump right into this, guys.
Cool.
All right, so we have been basically given a mission to go to this place and do some stuff.
Yes, and I think we will start you off in the south part of the map. For those of you who are not checking out this out on YouTube or what have you, Yokota Wate is a large village bisected by a river, and there is a large fortress on the western side called Inebayama Fortress, and it's generally just a little bit, the whole thing is a little bit on a decline from west to east. I think that covers it. I don't know, what is that? There's 150 houses, maybe something like that?
Yeah, there's a lot of houses. I can attest.
So this is just a small little backwoods village kind of thing?
Correct. And the Kizuwato prefecture, because all the prefectures are different, right? There's a total of 23. 6 of them are really into science. They're the only ones where all science is basically not illegal. Another 12 of them are really into martial arts and like war, and then the other ones are all about magic. Kizuwato is about war. Their clan animal is the bull, and the preferred weapon of their house is the 9-section steel whip. If you've never seen a 9-section steel whip, it's just as terrifying as that sounds. And they were the during the Kengan occupation, each prefecture, most of the prefectures, with the exception of 5, were all forced to house one of the non-human populations.
Everybody's hearing that buzzing, right?
Just a little tiny buzz, yes.
Do we know who that is?
Next time it comes up, I will try to mute myself. I don't think it's me.
It just went away.
Is it me? Shit. All right. I'll look at my phones and stuff. Please continue. Sorry.
Sure. So yeah, the people here were at one point in time forced to make like these Tengu ghettos, and all the Tengu who couldn't like avoid being captured or found by the Ceramians with their superior science and technology were forced to live in these ghettos. I don't know how much that will affect Crow and how he feels about the Kizuwato peoples, but like nobody was really excited about making ghettos, so yeah. And you saunter into Yokota Wate about an hour before the sun goes down, and you immediately notice that the entire place is very quiet. Normally this time of day it would be busy, you know, people would be out and about on their way back from their daily tasks or stopping at like a food cart for a meal, that kind of stuff. But the streets are largely barren, and the few people you do see quickly get out of sight.
So going back to our original mission here, what exactly were we tasked to do again?
You need to make a forceful example of the bandits here to like dissuade other bandits from being thugs in Yokota Wate.
Gotcha.
I look around. Are there any bandits?
You don't. Give me a perception check. Maybe you do see a bandit. Give you the benefit of the doubt. Oh, and real quick, there are 2 new attributes, guys. Check out that playtest document, if only to look at the Dignity and Haitoku attributes. I'm going to explain them briefly. Dignity is not a measure of how honorable you are. Dignity is a measure of how honorable people think that you are. So you could be a total psychopath, but if you kill everybody who watches you be a psychopath, it will not affect your dignity score. But don't immediately assume that a very dignified person is somebody that you should trust, because chances are good that they're not. And then Haitoku means fall from virtue. Everybody in Soberin is constantly being corrupted by the mists of Akuma. Direct contact with them automatically increases your Haitoku score. But otherwise, just by being evil and corrupted and using some of the abilities on there, which range from resisting madness to activating magic items to resisting unconsciousness, will raise your Haitoku score. But it's like a good measure of how despicable you are.
Okay.
I
So
think
I made a perception check of 9 to find bandits as I walk into the town.
do not find any bandits. You maybe see like a middle-aged man who's like cleaning up the outside of his house, like knocking stuff out of the gutters. He sees you and then pretty hurriedly gets into his house and shuts the door.
So after looking around for a second, I will turn to my traveling companions. There's no bandits here. Let's just go find a bar.
I don't think that'd be very honorable. I think we should check the town.
I looked around. I didn't see any bandits. Let's go. I'm hungry.
We didn't
I
look
would-
inside the town.
I would have to agree with the priest. We have a task to complete, and we will complete it with the utmost dignity.
Fine, fine. But if we don't find something to eat and something to drink, I'm gonna get really, really angry. So let's hurry up.
Well, we might
I'm
find
sure
something
there's-
to fight, and I'm sure you like that.
Well, that's just a given. I assumed that was gonna happen.
Okay.
With bandits afoot, no fighting will most likely not be avoidable.
You head into the town looking for somewhere for food and drink, and it seems like most of the establishments, the tea houses and such, are closed. But after a few minutes, you find one with the door open, willing to take customers. Over the top of the door, it says Bao Fo Tea House. And when you enter inside, it looks like this. There's no Camino though.
For people who aren't watching this, this is gorgeous. You guys are missing out.
It's true.
If you're listening to this truly in an audio medium, I mean, yes, you get to hear our sultry tones, so you're welcome. But this visual is just perfection.
It's one of the reasons I really like using Roll20 is that I got a whole lot of maps, and I can almost always find something like appropriate. But for folks who are just listening, it is a large wooden building. Maybe I have a ruler. Ha! 100 so feet across and down, I think is accurate. Yeah, something like that. And inside there is an old woman behind the bar, and then two dockhands sitting idly, and in the far corner, a guy who's got a couple of potion flasks and stuff strapped to his side. Although it is notably, despite being like a prime time for people to come to the tea house, almost entirely abandoned.
I'm going to immediately go over to the bar and order a drink.
Sure. The old woman there, which I can't... Oh, come on! I spent time getting these together. It won't show me the old woman. I want to show you guys. Actually, wait, I can do it. She changes into a giant old woman! But an old woman.
I punch her in the face.
Perfect.
Looks up at you as you come over. What do you want?
A bottle of sake, please.
She points to a bottle on the bottom shelf, a bottle on the middle shelf, and a bottle on the top shelf, and asks what you would prefer.
I put my hand down to check my wallet, by which I mean I look at my character sheet to see how much money I have, because I forget.
I think I gave you money, I'm not positive.
Bottom shelf. I'm not in a fancy mood tonight, so I'll point to the bottom one.
We have 500 royal crones coming to us. We could afford a good meal.
She's kind of like
Oh.
scoffs. Lowest bottle. Grabs it and says it'll be ready in a minute, putting like a pot on to boil and putting the bottle inside the boiling pot.
So with that done, I will sit down and survey the bar, looking around at everybody else.
Mike,
Yes.
as a Ronin, would I be would I be comfortable with paying for my own food and drink now, since samurai usually do not do such things?
I mean,
Or would I still think it's...
you might be willing to just
I'm-
take it from her, but yeah, I mean, you generally have to pay for stuff these days.
Okay. I mean, it's not like because I'm a Ronin, I'm not going to get like some sort of social damage by doing it. It's just something I have to deal with.
There is a feat you can take if you have enough dignity where you do not have to pay for stuff at inns and things, but you do not have that feat.
Okay. Cool. That was a little bit for everyone listening at home. You're welcome.
I covered it. I covered that. I was on top of it. You just don't have it. I gave you something else, though. Did you get a feat? I think I gave you the Swordmaster feat. So.
Yes. Yes, I have the Swordmaster feat. Which is really the only feat you really need.
It's true. Well, you got the Ancestral Weapons feat, too, which is pretty baller.
Yeah, no, everything's pretty baller about a katana.
Yeah, looking around, the dockhands look like hardened individuals who, you saw a couple of boats in the port, so you don't think that they are necessarily native to the area. The only one who really pays you any mind is this fellow over here, the guy with all the flasks and stuff. He, looks at you shrilly? Is that a word? Can I do that? Gives you a wily look. Ah, there we go. But he doesn't say anything or get up and talk.
I regard him back, allowing the gas bladder in my neck to expand and contract. And I say, inappropriately, because we're really far, basically on the opposite sides of this building, I say very inappropriately, "Hello, good sir. Good day to you."
He continues to eye you suspiciously, but nods, sipping on his tea.
Then I look back at my companions and I say, "I think he's in this gang we've been hearing about, as are these dockhands."
What would make you make that inference, my amphibian friend?
Because, as my old master used to always tell me, why can't you learn anything, damn it?
The old woman comes over with the warmed-up sake and dispenses like a small little cup for you and says, "They're not part of the Muhumono. And don't you start anything
no.
here in the Balfo tea house. We don't want any of that."
Why is your beautiful Balfo tea house so empty at this hour?
She looks around at like the dilapidated condition of her building and kind of like raises an eyebrow. He says, "Because of the bandits, obviously."
They don't patronize your fine establishment?
Part of the problem is that they do.
Oh, I see.
And I forgot, there is one other individual in the tea house. A server. Looks like that. Beautiful artwork by Jacob Blackman.
For our listeners at home,
Oh, yes.
this appears to be a very beautiful woman with a blue and yellow...
Kimono.
Sure, that one, kimono.
I'm glad that you said that. Can you give me like a insight check? Everybody can give me insight checks? Wisdom?
My raw insight check is that she's revealing way too much to be dressed in a formal kimono, so she'd be super scantily clad by the standards of the era. Also, she's wearing super whore makeup for a geisha and does not have her hair up.
Wow.
Furthermore, her fan has blades on the end, so clearly I think we attack her first, and then we'll round out with the dock hands and that creepy guy at the end of the bar, and then we'll beat up the lady who owns the bar for good measure, and then we'll go collect our reward of 500 crowns, because that's job well done. Right there.
Students of the RPG
why is the
Academy,
frog the...
this is a great example of metagaming.
Oh,
Something that
it's about
everyone
to get
except
way
Scott
better.
tries to do.
It's about to get way better. Give me those insight checks. I just want one of you to make the check, really. Just one of you to get
I got a natural 1. Does that count as making the check?
I have a 19 insight.
Hang on, I'm rolling an insight.
Can you roll them in
I got a
roll
7.
20?
Oh, I guess we could do that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're using the thing to do the thing.
Alright.
Digital dice, here we go.
Stand by.
Stand by for roll. The only thing is I don't know what to add to my insight. What the kind of...
It should be, do you have it as a skill?
I do not.
Okay, then you just roll your wisdom bonus.
Okay, that's what I was curious about.
and then I put the rules, like how to do the advantage. Oh, it didn't. First, son of.
Electronic dice, fail me now. Wow, that is literally the same number I rolled.
Okay.
Hey, I got better that time. I have a 23 insight, apparently.
Okay, Caleb. While Kiru the Wild gives his insane explanation, you take a good look at Henken, and you don't think that she is a geisha. You think that he is a taikomoji or a haikon.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I was having a good time when you're all like, "She's doing this wrong."
So, for the ignorant American
it's like a male
playing
geisha.
this game,
It's like a male geisha.
okay,
Yeah.
a male geisha. Got it.
Or bro geisha for those brewing it up at home.
Maybe
Bro
I
geisha.
thought it was called a geish bro.
Ooh, how about geisha?
Geisha? I like geisha.
Ooh, geisha.
That actually is pretty good, geisha. But yeah, you realize that's not a woman. The other two, you still totally think that Henken is a pretty lady. And Jacob Blackman did draw a very pretty guy, to his credit.
Yes. It's a lovely rendering.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, you'll see Faizo's mouth kind of quirk up as you say all this stuff about Henken. And she winks at Keiru as she goes about her business, grabbing more drinks to refill the tea of the fellow in the corner.
I give her my people's ceremonial wink back, which is to inflate my gas bladder and make an enormous belch-like sound with my face.
Give me a charisma check.
Come on, charisma, fail me now. Charisma or dignity check?
Charisma. Dignity is for when you make, like, culture checks. This is
I got
more
10 total.
Okay, she, like, giggles at you.
Yay. I got the putting up with a customer giggle.
Pretty much. Do you order food or anything other than sake?
Well, isn't sake enough?
Jug says that if you're going to order something, that you should do it now before the bandits arrive. They tend to take their run of the place.
Wait, the bandits are just gonna come here?
They have the past several
perfect.
nights, she says.
Yeah, give me a sandwich. I'll wait for them to show up. That'll make my job so much easier.
She did ask us not to start action in her bar. I suggest we start the action on top of her bar by leap attacking them as they almost get inside.
I will request some light fare and a beverage as well. I don't want to weigh down my my electro heart.
Sure. The electro heart makes you immune to exhaustion, so you should be okay. But yeah, she'll collect some. She says that
But indigestion, I mean.
Sure.
Am I right? Am I right?
Acid reflux, since it's powered by battery acid. That's
Wouldn't that just superpower you, though?
Oh my
Maybe.
god.
She nods and then
batteries don't work well on it.
heads over to like the steam table she's got set up here, and comes back with some rice dumplings and 3 bowls of sticky rice, which she
Oh,
gives to you.
that is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, it's actually kind of terrible. Every time I run one of these games and we're in a tea house, I'm like, oh god, there's a dim sum place up the street. I can have it in 10 minutes.
I almost got ramen on my way home today, and then I didn't.
Not the same.
You.
Not the same, man. It's okay though. Ramen's good. Anyway,
Ramen's
the food that
awesome.
she serves you is a little bit stale, but very good. She obviously knows what she's doing, cooking food. And it doesn't seem to be poisoned. You guys certainly don't have to make any saves to avoid poison or anything like that. It is very fulfilling.
Excellent.
Then
So
as-
since I made that insight check earlier, did I get any kind of weird vibe from this fella, or was this just a regular server? Did I have any
you
suspicion?
got the feeling that he was happy to see new people here.
Nice.
So fresh meat.
Something like that.
Yeah, I repeat my suggestion, fellows, that we go into the street to fight this gang, so that we don't muck up this lovely lady's lovely bar.
Jung says, I'm not lovely anymore.
Well, your bar isn't either, but I'm trying to help, so you'd think you'd cut me some slack.
You smell like a swamp, she says, just kind of like looking you straight in the eye.
I ribbit back at her.
She ribbits back at you.
Yeah, you know what, Cairo, you're right. If we're gonna have a fight here, I need more room to get around, and the sooner we find these bandits, the better. So let's get out there and let's get done. Let's get down to business.
I will pay for everyone's food and drink, and then I will take whatever is left of my beverage, and then go outside to wait inconspicuously on the porch.
I will increase the size of the map because you guys have gone outside, and I had not anticipated that happening. So, just 1 second.
The one thing the RPG Academy players are known for is fucking shit up.
Right, like, oh, we've been given a map to have a combat in the building? Let's have the combat outside of the building. Perfect.
That is pretty much what just happened, yeah. Let me see if I can find like a street thing real quick. But yeah, nobody else comes in while you are eating your food, and you will be outside well enough in time to set yourselves up to ambush these guys. Background. Some stone in there, and street tiles and stuff.
Look at all that road.
All that road.
Wow, you are killing it, guy.
Thank you.
For those not seeing this, Mike is killing it.
I am spontaneously generating a lot of street.
We get to watch him build a road.
This is how I used to game when I first started, except this was all physical and on a table.
You physically built a road?
Yeah.
You're like, okay, everybody, get some concrete, let's go.
D&D and Romans.
My dad is a ridiculous wargamer, and he has terrain for days and miniatures for days. So
Mike is single-handedly doing in minutes what it takes all of ODOT the entire summer to accomplish.
what is ODOT?
Oregon?
Ohio Department of Transportation.
I know.
There it is.
Not much
Scott
better.
knows.
Remember Ohio? That place we went, Scott?
You know, it was just an airport. I don't really connect it to the rest of the country. It's not like I drove there, like some people I know.
Yeah, I don't know who would be that stupid.
Yeah.
What kind of dummy would drive from New York?
Or
Like a day.
will be that stupid to do that again.
Do you need a car, buddy? Let me know.
I mean, do you want to be a car buddy?
I haven't bought plane tickets yet, so at least you'd have a car, buddy.
We can get a roof over here for somebody to surprise them from that way, and get another roof over here.
Perfect. Cool.
Yes. And you are welcome to place yourselves as you see fit. The sun is starting to dip, and you can give me awareness rolls as you head outside.
Okay,
John Balfour will nod appreciatively at Soko as you guys take it outside, clearly with the intent of shedding some blood.
And you said an insight roll.
Perception.
Perception.
I got 12 total.
Oh.
Roll lots of nines.
I
Shit.
apparently drank a lot of sake because my perception is 4 on a natural 1.
Very perceptive of you to realize that.
Very easily leaps right on top of the 10-foot tall rooftop across from the tea house.
I rolled a 9, so my perception is awesome as well. I'm enjoying the sunset as I finish my sake, as I sit down in this chair that I've positioned myself.
Okay.
Because if the world is nothing but beautiful,
Take it back.
it is, right?
I think Crow, with his
Nah, it's pretty bad.
horribly unperceptiveness, is just going to walk into the middle of the street and look around, be like, "Where the hell are you, bandits? Come on, let's go."
Keiru will play it a little more subtly. With his proficiency in musical instrument, he will, obviously have leapt to the roof of an adjoining building, and then sit on the edge of it and play his instrument, idly waiting for the ruffians to show and get trounced.
Well, from your superior superior points of vantage point, that's what they're called. You can see them starting to trundle down from around a corner. There is a big guy who has greenish skin, and then there.
Would that peg him as an orc or some sort of equivalent?
I mean, yeah, you think he's got to have some orc in him. He's also very big. He's like 9 feet tall.
So we're thinking he's like an orger, orgy. Maybe. An oni orc. Oh snap!
Then there are these guys who do not have any weapons, and then there are also 2 of these guys. So all told, there's 5 of them coming down the street.
Point of clarification on our mission: was it to kill the bandits or to make them go away?
I think it was to set an example.
An example.
To dissuade further bandits.
I think we should set an example of peacemaking and diplomacy by negotiating with the bandits to join our side and beat up our enemies. Our side pays better. We can give them a cut of the 500 crowns.
Who invited the frog guy?
They weren't specific in exactly the terms of the example they wanted set, right? I mean,
no, but
we could set an example of the Emperor's forgiveness.
It is important to point out that Bengoshi can have you killed if they so desire. They can just declare that your life is forfeit because you have... I mean, they can make up stuff, or they can just say to do it.
All right.
I mean, you can do that if you want, but woe be to the unwary.
All right. Well, consider me wary.
So I'm going to say that Crow has absolutely no idea that these guys are walking down the street toward him.
Oh, and Soku is the same way. She is admiring the sunset in the opposite direction and just la la la.
Okay. The big guy will look up at Keiru playing his instrument. You're proficient with the instrument, so you're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then look around at the Crow and Soko, but decide that if you're not going to get in his way, he'll probably just say something about how frogs should stick to singing, and that he hopes that this dirty bird didn't leave any mites inside of the tea house. They go inside.
Oh, what? No. I will turn when I hear that. I will start cursing violently in Tengu, and I'm gonna rush him.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Straight to it. Everybody can roll initiative. And I will start adding turns under the turnaround and stuff.
Man, I haven't played with Roll20 in forever. This is just a treat. Boom, initiative.
12 for Soko.
I got a 21 on initiative.
21, was that Keiru?
Yes.
Yeah. I can't see your mouth when you talk, so I'm never quite sure. For those of you who can't see, he's got one of those big circle microphones in front of his face. Like an old-timey radio man.
Howdy, all you folks out there in Radio Land.
Oh, Scott's doing the voice. Caleb, you hear him doing the voice?
Oh, hey. Let's get this party going. The Nazis are coming down the pipe.
Oh,
Come on.
the Reds are coming down to get us Blues. Teach us a lesson.
Yep, we're not gonna let them. We're gonna stick it to them. We're gonna show them what we're made of. We're gonna give them all we got. Isn't that right, boys? Come on, up and over.
We're gonna go show this Lieutenant Casway what's up.
And Crow has a 20 on initiative.
Alright. I saw one up there. Oh, 1D2. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I fucked up. I forgot how Roll20 works, and I'm trying to type everything.
It's all good, it's all good. If you, for whenever you're doing the same thing over and over, if you hit up while you're in the chat window for Roll20, it'll go to the previous command, and I find that very useful.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
It's almost like you do this professionally, Mike.
It is almost like I do it professionally, yeah.
At this point, he is the most professional Roll20 host we've ever had. And I mean that 100% seriously. Because this is incredible.
It'd be pretty weird if you insulted me right before the first round of combat began, so I assumed that was a compliment.
No,
you say it'd be weird, but it wouldn't be that weird.
Yeah, no, I'm.
Alright, Keiru, well, you see Charui turn on Talon, I guess, and start swearing at the guy, clearly ready to charge at him, but you get to act first. What do you want to do? Oh, and also, I should change the music.
Fighty music. Yes, for those listening
like
at home
that.
who may not be blessed with quite the same music track, also very fancy. Roll 20. Give it a try. All right.
You might
Like
like
getting
it.
paid, folks.
That's right. That's right.
This is a delight.
It's a something. All right. I am equipped with my fantastic magical ability to produce flame, and given that they are within 30 feet, I think I'm going to produce flame at the knife armed nearest one to me.
Let me check Produce Flame. I know that lets you make flames. I don't know if you get to attack the same round that you first make them.
Make a ranged spell attack.
Oh, never mind. If you got it in front of you and that's what it says to do, then do it. Give me the roll.
When you cast it, or as an action on your later turn, it's
Okay.
very produce flammable. Get
You
it?
going for the
Flammable.
big guy?
Okay. No, I'm going for the tiny knife-armed guy who's just underneath my building there.
Gotcha.
That's probably a 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Ranged spell attack. It's been a while since I've seen that referenced in 5e. Okay, and then 6 points of fire damage.
Got it. And you guys can all see the little green bars on top of everybody's heads, right?
Yes, constantly. It's like a horrible nightmare. I just wish I could have my friends back. These green bars are consuming them
Alright.
bodily and blood.
Keiru cuts short. What do you cut short or you keep playing? What are you even playing on? Remember, do you have a flute or something?
I was trying to remember the name of an appropriately themed ancient instrument, and I couldn't, so I assume one of those cool, actually probably derived from Chinese history, stringed instruments with the really long knobs that are used to twine them, right? That are real twangy.
Okay.
Whatever the hell those are called.
I feel like sitar, but I know that's not right.
Yeah, that's the Indian
Yeah,
historical instrument. This is like the Chinese equivalent of... We'll edit it in so I sound
Chinese
smart, not like an
guitar.
idiot, like always.
Right, I'm leaving all of that in just like you said it, Scott.
And you make there's like a brief lull in the music as you make the gestures, but then it continues again as you strum and throw a flame in the face of this one bandit who yells out in pain and screams for all of her allies to attack. Charui, it is your turn.
Okay, so I am going to, as I am cursing, barely taking a breath, I'm going to rush at the giant green figure in a charge, and I'm a small Tengu, so I'm going to... I want to do the thing where I basically kind of run up a person and punch him in the face.
Okay. I think you get 2 attacks. In 5e, you just get your movement and then you can make all of your attacks, and I feel like you might have 2, and you could probably spend key to get a 3rd one if you feel so inclined.
I will reserve spending my key at this point to potentially do a flurry of blows.
Alright, man. Go for it.
Alright.
Some attack rolls.
Hold on, so I'm doing 2 attacks at a +7.
Yes. Also, I use the flanking roll. So if you get into flank, if you are on the opposite side of an enemy, you will gain advantage, yeah, if you and your buddy flank somebody, you will both have advantage on attack rolls against the flank creature.
So my first 2 attacks are a total of 10 and 11.
Both of those will miss. You run up along him, and as you get near his face, he just sort of laughs and slaps your tiny little Tengu strikes away.
Well, then I will spend a point of Kai and flurry of blows, so that should give me 2 more attacks.
Okay, I think it might
Yep.
be 1, but sure. If that's 2, then do it. There you go.
There we go. Finally hit with one of them. God.
As he swats
All
away your first 2 attacks, you, like, kick off of him into a backflip, He manages to deflect one of them, but the second one lands directly in his face. Give me a damage roll. Rui's damage is somewhere here. Oh, and you're... Yeah, so you deal 1d6 plus 4 plus 1... Yeah, okay, 15.
That's
Nice.
15 total damage, and as I hit with that final blow, my claws actually erupt in flame as I connect with his face.
He cries out in surprise as you as you tear and burn his face. He screams, "This one knows magic!"
What, the last one didn't?
No, the last one did not.
All right,
When you
I
were
see how this
clearly
works.
doing magic too, you know.
That's all right.
It's bullshit, man. It's bullshit.
Those of you listening at home, the instrument I'm playing is the shamisen. Shamisen.
Thank you, Scott, for doing research.
Yes. I had to decide against the koto, given that they're often like 8 feet long. But that'd be awesome.
Okay. Which one goes? This one goes. Okay, you're all the way over there. He'll just go for the easy attack and move against the samurai. He's got...
Easy. I don't think he knows what easy means.
Well, he's got a great axe and he's swinging at you pretty easily.
Okay, well, we'll see.
He only gets a 13. Which I think is a miss.
And he easily misses as she places down her sake cup that she just finished out of the way of the axe. Like, oh, hello, you're here.
Step up smoothly. You make it look like you're not even dodging the blow as you calmly set
Oh,
down
yeah.
your sake glass.
Oh yeah.
This bandit that you just hit will try to scramble up the building after Keiru. Just threw stuff in his face. Or her face, I'm sorry. They're not all exclusively dudes or something. But she will not quite be able to make it up, and result instead in just throwing a dagger at you. You have a little bit of cover, so your AC is 2 higher, and she will miss you.
I make a cutting remark about people from her prefecture being inferior to people from my prefecture.
Okay. I think the Pion are from Osore Prefecture.
Inferior, Osore. Oh no. Superior, Osore Prefecture. That's mine, because I'm peon.
You are as graceful as the bull, your clan's champion. Soko, it is your turn.
Yes, I am trying to think of an awesome thing to do. Since this guy with the axe has ruined my plan that I had in my head, what I wanted to do was this dash that you so eloquently gave me level 7 for.
That would provoke
I
an
wanted
attack of
to, like-
opportunity from the guy, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to dash past him, attacking the lieutenant, hopefully cutting him in twain, and then finishing my movement in the middle of the bandits, kind of going, well, we've been sent to make an example, and I hope that your dead lieutenant is enough of an example. I would hate to murder all of you. But, yeah, I'm going to do it anyway, I don't care. Okay, so...
That was the right
Alright, so...
choice.
Yeah, so I'm going to be using the Swordmaster feat, and the Great Weapon feat, and the Dashing Strike, but I'm also getting an attack of opportunity in doing this, yeah?
You will get 2. One from the lieutenant and one from the guy that you are hitting. Or, I'm sorry,
Really?
one from the
Okay.
dude in front of you and then the lieutenant guy, because you're hitting the lieutenant guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
but
then
he's
you-
not leaving
Oh!
the threatened area.
Yeah,
so
that's
the-
wait. No, you're the full ability for yours should actually make you immune to the guy you're actually hitting with the attack, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So just
Plus,
the one
okay,
from the
so-
guy.
You don't move out of range of the guy you're hitting, right?
No,
No,
I
he
do
does.
move out of range, but it's part of the
Part of the ability is he doesn't provoke. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna move myself up to him,
Sure.
like that.
The dude swings his
Just-
great axe at you as you move away, and he totally misses. You also
Awesome.
probably want to go around this way so you don't provoke from this guy.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, miniatures—they're so new to me now. I'd like to think he cuts my sake cup in half, and I'm just upset.
He
So
smashes
I-
him with the
I-
great axe.
I run up to this guy, and if I press this attack button, will it automatically roll? No, it won't. Okay.
I did not set up proper sheets for you guys. I'm sorry.
That is fine. I just was testing things, and it's my fault.
No, don't
So
worry about it.
it's plus
Make your roll.
7.
And this will be an
it-
Iajitsu strike too, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you run up to him. The blade is still sheathed as you dart forward.
Yep. And I'm just seeing if I get any more bonuses for doing those other things. No, I don't. Okay, I don't need them. Here we go. Maybe I did need it. That was a kind of not good roll.
That will hit.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, and my damage will be 3d8 plus... I'm doing it two-handed, so 4.
Let me check. Oh, you're doing it two-handed, right? So it'll be 2d12 plus 4 plus 1d6. Oh, and the Iojitsu. I forgot about the Iojitsu. Oh, shit. Yeah, plus 3d8. Right.
Sweet Christmas.
Whoa, wait. That's a lot of math.
It is. Okay, hold on.
So 2d12s
Right,
and
because you
1d6s
automatically
and
critically
3d8s.
Once you get over to... Once you finish your movement over here, it'll become a critical hit. So...
Okay, so I'm gonna...
That's 2d12 plus 4. And then...
Okay, so I'm gonna do that first. 2d12 plus 4.
Right, and then you deal a d6 psychic damage because it's an ancestral weapon. And that's
Right, so
one of the
2d12 plus 4.
Ooh.
That's a 26.
I just rolled a 26. Okay, so then the d6...
Psychic part.
1d6 psychic damage just straight up.
Yep.
So this is from the magic of the ancestors, as it gleams from my weapon. That's a 3, and then the Iojitsu strike part of it, which is 3d8.
3d8, yeah.
Just 3d8 flat.
3d8 flat.
Not that 3d8 can ever be flat, but you understand what I'm saying, audience.
Like you need more damage. Matthew. Come on.
Okay.
And an additional 15 from the Aijitsu strike as I sheath my weapon, as I come through him, doing a total of
44.
44 damage.
You stand up as the guy swipes at you, set down the sake cup. As you move away, he goes to swipe at you again. It sends everything that was sitting on that table flying as he smashes through the table. And you dart forward to this big green dude. In one truly deft motion, you unsheath your katana, it flares with purple energy, and you slash at the dude, and then continue moving, and in a totally smooth motion, sheath the katana, and as you finish your movement over here, a huge gout of blood flies out from the dude's body all over Chorui. But he is still standing.
He is.
And he only responds with a thunderous scream of rage, and he moves towards you.
Okay. I feel like as he's moving towards me, I'm still gonna say my quip about maybe you guys should all leave after we finish killing your lieutenant. We've been sent here to make an example, and allow your lieutenant to be this example, and we will let you all walk away.
I will tear you limb from limb, he yells. First he will attack Chorui with a spear attack, and then he will use the rest of his attacks on Soko.
Okay. As when he yells that insult, I kind of cock my head like a dog, like, what? No, you're not gonna do that.
He's gonna get you once.
Well, I mean, sure.
And he's gonna get Chorui too. Alright. 2d6 plus 4, Soko. 2d6 plus 4, Chorui. He starts swinging the spear around really fast, obviously super duper strong, and slams it into Soko for 13 points of damage and Chorui for 11.
Wow.
Then he yells for one of his subordinates to go and tell the men at the fort there are upstarts down this way. This guy will not need to be told twice, and we'll start booking it towards the fort. I'm gonna leave a little symbol on him so we know that he is not really here and running away.
Oh, so there's no way to catch that guy, like with a javelin or?
Yeah, no.
Okay, good.
I'll act soon. I'll go catch that dude.
I was gonna say Froggy.
I'm clearly not the DPS role in this team, so I might as well try and do something else.
Thank you.
This bandit will just start scramble up the building to get at Keiru.
Nice.
And
Bandits are focusing on the least threatening of us. Brilliant.
Get right up in your grill. It is your turn, Caver the Wild.
Cool. The bandit who moved up to me didn't have enough movement to attack?
No, he had to take the dash action to get that far.
Sweet. Alright.
He's got a weapon out, though.
Which, means that I get to provoke an opportunity attack, which is fine. I will, let's see. I have a, yeah, why not? So, well, so how does jump movement in this edition work? You may have to remind me. In is it theoretically possible for me to jump further than I could move, just with my movement speed?
Theoretically, if you have the jump spell cast, you get to move like 6 times your normal jump distance or something like that. So
3 times, and then I naturally get to move 2 times, which,
right.
According to the way you use multipliers in D&D, right? That's 4 times my normal jump distance. So that might, in fact, be more movement. So I will go ahead and, with my normal action, I will cast Jump on myself. With my bonus action, I will spend a key point to dash for the turn. And then I will jump, because it's faster than running, at my full movement speed, which will be... my speed's 40 feet, so... I cover 80 feet running, and probably like 120-ish jumping the whole way as a giant frog man. An adult-sized frog person leaping from building to building, chasing after the thug who's running away.
I don't know if you get to go quite that far with the jump. You definitely get a hell of a lot of jump out of it, and you are welcome to move yourself as you see fit. The dude will take 1 slash at you as you jump away from him. Yeah, I'm not going to find the rules on jumping right now. Alright. What does the guy get to do when he rolls? He gets a +5. We'll even say that you land... Oh, okay. Dude will hit you. We'll say that you can land in front of the guy. Cut him off.
Perfect.
The one who slashed at you as you jumped away...
will definitely hit.
Deal... this much. Ow! Catches you right in the leg. 9 points of slashing damage.
I'm mostly upset that he forced me to stop playing my song.
Tarui! The Shinshen strings are no longer being plucked by Kiro. He has cut off the guy who is going to run back to the fort.
Okay, so I will cast an eye over to him to make sure he's okay, because I do actually have a little bit of care for him since he did save me, but I can also trust that he can handle himself in battle, and there's only one guy over there.
And
so,
for people who are listening in, Roll20 has these green bars so he can see an abstraction of how much hit points Keiru currently has.
So I totally know as a character that my good buddy is fine somehow. It's just my Tengu ninja monk instincts tell me that my frog partner is totally healthy.
He's not gonna fall unconscious in the next 6 seconds. You know that much.
So I will return my attention to the giant hulking monstrosity of a figure that is in front of me, and I will again attempt to use my size to my advantage, duck through his defense, and attack him with my martial arts unarmed strikes.
Okay, you definitely step around him to flank with Soko, and you will have advantage on all your attacks. Let me get you the copied roll for advantage. It's kind of a... There you go. That rolls 2 dice at once, takes the better one, and blah, blah, blah.
Now, actually looking at the rules, I see that as I can use a bonus action to make an unarmed strike, so I actually have 3 attacks.
Correct. Yeah, earlier I was a little confused when you did the flurry of blows and had 4, and I was like, what? Okay.
Yeah, I was still reading over things.
Roll it up.
So... Hold on, I'm trying to copy-paste all this.
Actually,
Probably doing this wrong.
nope, that was exactly right. That's a hit. Not a crit, but close. Roll a 19 natural. You get 2 more of those.
Oh, wait, hold on. I did that wrong, because I rolled 3 dice there.
Oh, you did?
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. You rolled 19 on the first one.
Okay. Whoops. So I have advantage on all 3 of my unarmed strikes here?
That is true, as long as you were flanking.
Cool.
That will also
So,
hit.
and 1 more for... Oh, Jesus, 24.
Nice.
So that's 3 attacks that I just connected.
He turns into a little ball of flame like Ken from Street Fighter.
Let me just say that as a longtime player on the RPG Academy, connecting with 3 successful attacks, I don't know if it's ever happened before. And it feels really good.
The final like playtest game for Hypercore, we finally finished the campaign like last month. I had my players trapped. I had 2 of them trapped like at a dead end, and I had this super death god guy with like a mono whip and everything, like full cyberpunk badass, and he was gonna cut them all up, and then he rolled simultaneously 3 natural 1s. I still can't get over it. Because, like, the chances of that happening are so ridiculous. Yeah. Sons of bitches. He ended up cutting his own arm off. It was real sad. They won the day or whatever, but yeah, I was so looking forward to killing him. Anyway, give me the damage as you, Sabluken! And, like, jump up in a hurricane kick, striking him 3 times with, before you hit the ground again. Maybe flapping your arms once or twice to keep lift, you know?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm seeing this as I dodged under his arm, I kind of took a step off of his thigh, and with my kind of vestigial wings, I'm pumping myself up in the air, using the momentum of each strike to push myself away, but then fall back into him with another blow. So that will total 31 points of damage as my talons, still aflame, just smash into his face.
He yells out in pain as you scrape him up, and says that he's gonna kill all the birds he sees from now on. Muhamono Thug, this guy. This guy's down here. He will move to flank Charui. If he can. D20, there's the Thug. Thugs have great axes. Oh, damn! Charui, bad things are about to happen to you, sir.
That's fair. I can't have any excitement over a great attack and not have it be
Followed up by a critical hit against you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are so, like, in the zone, like, attacking this guy, that you completely miss until it is too late that one of his allies has snuck up behind you, and he slashes down with a great axe for 15 points of damage, probably breaking at least a couple ribs and maybe your shoulder.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think as I was basically landing from resolving this attack, he caught me, and he just smashes me into the ground with his axe.
That is precisely how it goes down. Oh, he can't get into advantage space against Soko. That sucks. Okay. This one will run down to help his big guy, and after seeing the wounds that you two have inflicted on him, yells, Lieutenant Casway! Back to the fortress! We will hold them off! And, slashes out at Soko. What's he got? Yeah, he'll spend all his attacks on Soko. 2 with the scimitar and 1 with the dagger. I think those are 2 will find purchase on you.
Yeah. Good for him.
You're like, congratulations! You have earned your death warrant. So have 11 points of damage as he nicks you with the dagger and slices off a nasty hunk of skin on your only exposed parts, so near your shoulder blades.
Good job, Dillhole.
And that is followed up by your turn, Soko.
Good. Now, if I'm understanding this correctly, I can do this.
Jitsu strike.
I can do the Jitsu strike again. And
so
the
your weapon is not drawn at the beginning of your first turn of combat. The first creature you attack with your weapon takes. No, you require a short rest before you can use that ability again.
Ah, I see. Okay, excellent. So then I will. Does drawing my weapon do anything, or is that just gonna be?
No, it's just you drawing your weapon out.
Okay, then I will draw my weapon and I will strike at the lieutenant with my first attack.
Give me that roll.
Oh, I'm gonna give it to you. All right, phrasing.
Phrasing. You can't phrasing yourself.
I know, but I was making sure I wasn't gonna get lost. You know what I mean?
Phrasing.
Okay, just checking that the bonus is the same. Okay, so this is against the lieutenant,
Snap, that's a hit.
and just for good measure, would you like me to do my other attack now, my extra attack, or would you like me to do the damage to this one first?
It's up to you.
I'll do my second attack, just so we have two attacks, whatever. And this one is against the guy who decided to get himself involved with the scimitar and the dagger.
Go for it. The one who will hold you back, quote unquote. Oh.
Yep. Yeah. No, he definitely deflected something with that scimitar.
Yeah, he uses his two blades to parry.
Yeah. Good for that guy. And damage is.
And you get to keep the psychic damage.
Oh, I do get to keep the psychic damage.
Psychic
Awesome.
damage is all the time.
I just totally lost. Yeah. So the psychic damage is
D6.
Whoa. It's D6 flat. And the damage for the weapon is 1d12 plus 4.
Correct. So there's just a little bit of a flare as 2 psychic damage gets transferred into Lieutenant Causeway. Oh.
Wow. That was a garbage roll. So 7 damage total. A little bit of purple energy on that.
Still more than most people will ever do with a dagger, so... He
And,
managed to rend some flesh.
Yep. And I kind of say an aside to the guy who parries my katana, and I say, "You will not be holding up anyone."
Lieutenant Causeway yells that he damn well better, and then we'll take the withdraw action and run away.
He would. He would.
Run away 30 feet?
Yeah, only 40 feet, but he starts to run back up the street towards the fort on the end of the city. This guy will look at his stats really quick and reflect that it's silly he doesn't have any. He will recklessly attack. I'm sorry. He will recklessly attack Keiru with his great axe. 2d20 plus 1 plus 5. He leaves himself open to attack, so any attacks made against him in the next turn will be with advantage. But he will hit for 10 points of damage.
Alright.
You feel some fracturing and something painful down in your legs and know that it will bruise, but it does not cause you to fall.
Keiru has seen better days, but he smells honor to be won, and his so proud master to be made even more proud. So, oh, it's not his turn.
This guy will leap down off the rooftop and interpose himself between Lieutenant Causeway and Chori with his blade out, clearly intending to hit Chori should Chori go to after Lieutenant Causeway. So he's delaying his action, which is weird in 5e. So he uses his reaction to delay his action, but his delayed action will just occur whenever the trigger happens. Yeah.
It's a readied action, it's not a delay.
Readied action, there we go. Keiru's turn.
Alright, so I look at the thug in front of me and I say, You cannot possibly live against righteousness. And I will go ahead and spend another key point and make 3 attacks. The first one will be a quarterstaff attack. That's a big fat 12 to hit. I bet. Oh, advantage!
Advantage.
That's still 12 to hit. I bet that doesn't hit.
That does not hit, no.
All right, and a couple of frog leg attacks. They're big thighs. Yeah, that can really kick. That's 15. No, 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
No, 16. 16 to hit. Will
Also
16 still hit?
Still hit, yeah.
Yay! That's 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Got it. Slam into his ribcage. You hear a cracking noise.
And then a second frog kick will definitely hit.
Give me that damage.
And that's 6 points of kicking damage.
Okay.
Oh, he's going to kill me so much faster than I'm going to kill him based on these little sad green bars. Alright, that's alright. Frogman was a fun character. I enjoyed playing him conscious. He'll be fun to play unconscious.
Chirui, it is your turn. It looks like Keiru has taken another hit, and he's starting to waver a little bit.
Oh, I guess I could spend a key point to withdraw.
That would not be a bad idea.
Yeah, alright, I'll do that. I'll spend a key point and move 40 feet away from him further toward the fort, so that hopefully he, depending on his class levels, he has to choose between getting up next to me or attacking me. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get more street for you.
That's whoever half my key points down.
Okay, so just a quick question about my character. Under his attack actions, he has his kunai,
Yes.
and there are 2 attacks listed there, so he can throw 2 with 1 attack action.
That is correct. But there is no, they don't deal die damage, they just deal static.
Right. Now, with my extra attack, does that mean I do that twice?
Yeah. You
Oh,
can
cool.
throw 4 kunai in 1 turn.
Alright, so I saw Cairo getting beat up, but he is withdrawing to at least some degree of safety, correct?
Well, he's going in the direction where the guys are clearly running. So I don't know if I'd necessarily say
I'm running into danger.
Yes, that
But
would be
you also ran away from the guy that was punching you in the face, is what we're saying.
Yeah, so he probably can't punch me again next turn. Odds are
Okay.
low.
So, I am going to... I had an idea, and now I'm changing my idea. No, I'm going to go with my original idea. I'm just going to stay where I am, ignore the guy that just attacked me, and I'm going to throw 4 of my kunai at the giant retreating lieutenant, because I'm still mad at him.
Okay. That is a range of 30 feet, so I think you might be at disadvantage. What are the range on the kunai? Did I write that down?
20/60.
Okay, so it's within range, but you'll be at disadvantage for all your kunai throws.
I'm just going to do it anyway. That's fine.
Yeah, you get 4 of them.
Yeah.
And what's your bonus? It's the same as your other bonus, right?
Yeah, it's a +7 to attack.
Okay, so then you would be rolling like this. 2d20, keep, +1, +7. Dun, dun, dun. But you get to roll that 4 times. And he is looking... Oh, okay, that's a hit.
Alright, so there's 1,
Also
2, 3, 4.
Only one of those is going to miss. So what do you do, 15 damage?
18 damage. You said 6 damage each on my character sheet.
Okay. He cries out in pain and drops to the ground, gargling blood from his mouth as a kunai strikes him in the back of the throat and pierces the front.
So I will turn then to the thug that just cracked me in the ribs a second ago and say, "You're next, you son of a bitch."
Give me like a charisma intimidation check.
Hold on, stand by. Hey, I'm proficient in intimidation. Yay! But I have no charisma bonus. Yay!
+3, it's better than nothing.
What the fuck? Why? Come on, roll 20. Oh, I forgot the roll.
Ah.
You should just know what I'm doing, roll 20. Come on. That's a 20 intimidate.
Okay. That will be enough to send this guy running. You get a free attack of opportunity as he starts to run away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
So does that mean as an unarmed strike, then I would basically have 3 attacks against him, or just 1?
Just the one.
Just the 1.
And use up your reaction to make it.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't think it particularly matters.
17 to attack.
17 will definitely hit.
Oh wait, hold on. What's my damage? D6.
Don't forget the fire. Yeah.
So 17 punching and flaming damage.
Okay. You unleash like a powerful kick onto his back that you think did something to his spine, but not enough to paralyze him as he keeps running away, trying to put out the flame that you set on his shirt.
I find that acceptable.
Still on Soko. Going after Soko, I guess. And regretting that nobody showed up to give her advantage, I think. One hit for... As a scimitar manages to pierce through one of the seams in your armor, you will take 8 points of damage.
Boulder Dash.
The bandit grins. Says that you'll bleed enough.
Not nearly as much as you will. As she brandishes her katana and does that thing.
I think you can smite too. You can spend a spell slot and stuff to increase your damage. And so on.
I sure can.
Also, do you get any extra flames from Produce Flame? Is it just a one-off now in 5e? Or is it like before?
It's like it lasts 10 minutes, and at any point you can use an action to throw it and extinguish it to burn someone in the face.
Okay, all right, that's cool.
Well, I'm gonna first make some slashes to see what happens. So we're gonna do 1, and then 2. Wow!
First attack will miss. Second attack will definitely hit.
Definitely hit. So I will do the damage for the radiantness.
The psychic bit, or do you mean a divine smite? Gotcha.
I meant the ancestral.
It flares just
damage.
Just ever so slightly of violet.
It's just a slight like lavender swath behind the weapons.
One lavender point of psychic damage.
Yeah, exactly. Ah. And this will be the damage. And you know what? I'm gonna throw a smite on top of that.
Alright. You gonna use one of your second level slots or one of your first level slots?
One of my first level slots.
Alright. Add me another D8.
Just
or
1
2d8.
D8. Okay.
2d8, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's 2d8. Oh,
It is. 2d8 for the first spell slot, and then it goes up by 1 for every additional spell slot.
And no addition to that, just 2d8 flat?
Just 2d8 flat, yeah.
Boom. Wow, these rolls are roll 20 regular for me. Fantastic. I love it.
Alright, so after...
Is this person still alive?
They are still alive. As you bite into their side with your sword, it flares again, this time with like white hot energy that makes the guy scream, but he's still alive when you pull the blade back out. You could move if you want to. Do you?
I would provoke an attack of opportunity, correct?
Yes.
I will not be moving. I will be standing my ground because I am so upset.
This guy will look around. see death behind him and death in front of him, and decide to go down this alleyway that appeared recently whenever Keiru went farther east and I had to make more map. But he will not get off the map this turn. This bandit will... It's the same kind of bandit as this one, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, he'll try to help his buddy. They believe in teamwork. Aw, but he can't get over there to flank. Man, that's a bummer. Alright. He'll regrettably not flank you. Yeah. And only one of his attacks will hit for 4 points of damage to Soko. So he runs up, he slashes twice with a scimitar and a dagger, but you parry and dodge out of most of the way of it, only taking a mere 4 points of slashing damage as a scimitar bites at your hand. Keiru, it is your turn. There's this guy running towards the fortress, but this dude is dead.
Yes. Well, at this point we may have sent our message. I don't see any real benefit to... This
As
make
I
an
bleed
example.
everywhere, it occurs to me that we have made an example of these people.
Yes. It's best to leave your examples with them not having beaten any of you unconscious. So I will delightfully retreat back, let's say double move back to my compatriots and see if I can help them at all. 7, 8. I can't quite make it all the way back to them. If I can get close.
Yeah, you can. That's real close.
I jog up and I'm like, oh, hey guys, how you doing?
Charui, Keiru has joined you again.
Yay! I feel better.
You should.
So let's see. There are thugs running away, but there are also still 2 in our immediate range, correct?
Yeah, the ones labeled bandits are within immediate range. They're the 2-weapon ones. The thugs with great axes are fleeing because you scared the shit out of the one, and the other guy was like, I saw what happened to that guy.
With my ranged attacks, can I target both of them? Like, throw 2 at one and 2 at the other? Not the ones that are running away, the ones that are
the ones
fighting
that are
with
right there?
it.
Yeah, you can mess with this one. The second one, because he's behind 2 fighting people, will have a little bit of cover, so his AC will be slightly higher, but you won't suffer disadvantage or anything like that.
Well, I could probably take a short move to bring him a little bit into better range, maybe?
Yeah, if you moved up here, you would have a clear line of sight on both of them.
Okay, yeah, so I will run across the street, running past my good friend Keiru, snapping a witty comment. I've taken down way more than you and bled less, so I'm winning today.
You could say that as you run forward, leap over him, and flap above him, pulling out the kunai before you land.
Yes, and I will actually throw
Look down on him as you talk down to him.
Yes, and I'll throw my kunai at the height of my flapping jump so that as I am landing, they are both striking, potentially.
That sounds awesome. Go for it. And if you just hit the up button, you will be able to access all the commands that you already... Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Alright, so first 2 strikes were 24 and 14.
14 will miss. Critical hit, double damage.
Critical hit, 27, and then a 15.
15 is enough. So one of the guys will take, what, 6? And then the other one will take 18. Is that right? Oh, is it 7 damage? I'm sorry, I messed up.
6 damage from each successful strike.
Okay. So the one that was already injured will become much more injured as you manage to land a kunai like right inside of his shoulder blades. Another one in his shoulder proper, and the other one will take one in the leg. He yells out, "Ugh! I am faltering!" And then his buddies will... Well, I mean, this guy doesn't say anything. He just continues to run away. This one disappears on the western side of the screen. His other ally will tell him... Or no, he'll damn it. He wants to kill Charui now. But then he would lose advantage on Soko. Nah, he's keeping it. He's keeping that. He wants the advantage on Soko. He goes, "You're next, Birdman!" And then we'll attack Soko with a bunch of advantage attacks. 2d20, keep highest 1. Only one of them will hit. Congratulations, Soko. It is a critical hit, though. He manages to slide his scimitar all the way underneath your armor to deal 10 points of damage.
Excellent.
It is your turn then, though. This would be the good
Wow. I am going to...
Ooh, Soko's looking pretty beat up.
You know what? I'm not afraid. Alright, I'm gonna attack the guy who just did damage to me.
Alright. He's looking pretty bruised. With a
Yep, good.
solid strike, you might be able to drop him.
That's the plan. That is the plan.
And you still have plenty of smites you can dole out.
Boom.
That'll hit.
Yep. I'm gonna roll damage just to see what how this all shakes out.
Go for it.
Here's my ancestors. Boom. Oh, ignore that D12. Ignore that D12. That was me pressing buttons that I didn't need to press. And so that's a 16 total.
Got it. Plus, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's still up after that one, but it's a lot of damage. He couldn't survive another strike like that.
All right, I'm gonna. Can I throw a smite on that?
Yeah, if you want, sure.
Okay, I will do so.
You're supposed to declare it when you hit, but I'm alright with that. That's fine.
Okay, next time.
No, it's alright. Go ahead and roll it. It's fine. I get the
Boom.
impression you do not normally play paladins. That would be just enough to drop him.
Yes.
He cries out as you unleash another blast of white-hot divine energy from your ancestors, and that forces him to go unconscious and fall to the ground.
Good, and at that, my extra attack will be on to the guy who was flanking me and has been giving me trouble this entire time.
He doesn't look very pleased with the situation now.
I'm glad, because I'm not pleased with the situation now. I'm bleeding, I have to clean my armor, my heart has started glowing.
Yeah, the glow from your heart is much more pronounced at this point.
Yes, very much so. And I'm not happy about it, and that's why I hit him with a 19.
That's
and my how do my ancestors feel about it? They're also not happy with it. That's just a 4. That's just a 4. Boom.
There you go. Alright, so 16 points of damage.
Yep.
There's another flare of psychic energy, more pronounced than the previous ones. And
yes.
He cries out in pain even before you bite into his leg with your katana, but he is still standing. And I have to zoom out so I can see what's going on. This is the thug in the alleyway. This one will disappear from sight. And then it'll be a bandit, I think he was dead. Oh no, this is the one that's alive. Okay. He is going to look around at the three of you and then say, "This is not worth my life," and throw down his weapons and take the withdraw action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Backing away with his hands up. Like clearly surrendering. Kiru.
I
You gonna let him surrender?
well, I yes, but I will idly look down at the weapon that he's tossed to the ground and then look back at him and I say, "Your life for your tale. Tell us of these bandits you serve."
Okay, Shirui. He's mulling that over. You see him like bite his lip, thinking like, "Do I want to? Is this a trap?" You know.
You know, I'm gonna run after him and punch him.
All right, give me an attack roll. He is defenseless. Well, I mean, I guess he could punch you back, but yeah.
First attack was a 25.
That will definitely hit.
Second is a 14.
14 will miss, and 20
Bonus
will hit.
action. Third is a 20. And And let me see if I still have my damage in here. Nope, I don't. Let me retype
You
that.
flap over, briefly disappearing behind this rooftop, and then land right there. As he is surprised seeing you like swoop down with like an axe, or not an axe kick, like a beautiful Joe kick. That's probably a little.
That's an old reference.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to think like a more. Yeah, stick with beautiful Joe, like diagonal kick.
And for 25 points of damage.
Jesus. Okay. 25.
I should put away my katana and just start kicking people. Apparently.
If you're a monk, it works out.
And as I flap over and have this downward brutal strike from the air as I land, I'll grab him by the collar and shake him and say, "Frog asked you a question."
You can give me another charisma intimidation check. So you can push him over the edge of revealing what he knows.
"13 intimidate."
Okay, he looks shaken, but not like you still think he's got that.
19. Wait, I'm sorry, I forgot I was proficient. 19.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm still.
Yeah,
God, damn it.
the 3 is your proficiency. You got 13.
Yeah.
You're good. He looks like he definitely still looks like a flight risk. You can see his eyes darting towards the alleyway to freedom and continued life. You're not sure if he's gonna wait or what. Soko, it is your turn.
Soko, so he's running. I would like to go and disable him. Can I do that with a?
Yeah. In D&D 5th, you can just say that you don't want to kill whoever it is you're hitting, and if
I
you
do
deal
not
enough
want to
damage
kill
that
him.
would kill them. You just bring them to 0 instead. They're not dead.
Yes, I do not want to kill him. Secretly, in my heart of hearts, I do. But you know what I mean, right?
Right. It's more valuable alive right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So she stalks forward with a maybe noble purpose in her eyes. And,
Yes. With her electro heart glowing with noble purpose and prospect, she strikes thusly twice. The first time she was just giving him a chance.
The second blow isn't quite as fervent as the first, but the first one definitely hits.
Yeah. The second blow. I mean, the first blow. The blunt of the katana does that, and let's see how the ancestors feel about my just purpose with their violet energies.
Okay. 5 points.
Wow. They are with me.
Screams out in pain even before like the blade hits proper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did 5 damage otherwise. I see now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's still conscious, but at this point, moving away from you would almost certainly. Okay, all right. You've got him convinced. He stands at ease and says, "Okay, yes, just stop hitting me, holding on to his wounds and stuff, trying to stop the seepage of blood. I'll tell you whatever you want. Stop." Keru, do you stop? Or do you just
go up there and I say, "Tell us of this Kazue and his superiors."
Alright. That, I think, is a good time for a quick, like 2-minute bathroom break as I refill my soda. Does that sound good to you guys?
Great.
Sounds great.
Okay. We will be back very shortly if you are... Oh yeah, this is on YouTube. Yeah. So we'll be back in 2 minutes. Go grab yourself a soda if you're watching on YouTube. Or water or juice or whatever your fancy is.
You know, if we actually had commercials, this would be a great place for a word from our sponsors. So if any sponsors are actually listening, we're willing to talk.
Acadicon 2016 leveling up. Join us in Dayton, Ohio as we experience gaming for the second time. That's right, we've gamed twice. and this time it's personal. Come down November 13th, 14th, and 15th, 2016, and experience gaming in Dayton, Ohio with 100% less vultures. I'm so happy someone's going to hear that who didn't hear it just now. I hope they love it. Let me think about another sponsors. Yes. Sponsored by Friday Night Face Off. Are you alone and looking for a laugh on a Friday night on Long Island? That's right. Come down to Port Jefferson in sunny New York and go on down and check out Theater 3, 10:30. $15 will buy you a ticket to Friday Night Face Off, an improv show that does anything you scream out.
What are you repping?
Just anything that's coming to my brain.
Okay. How do you liking being a samurai? This is the first time I've gotten to see a higher level samurai play, and I think I dig it. I think I like it.
I do dig it. I really wish that I wasn't damned by the electronic dice gods, because that first move, dude, I really just wanted to bisect him and just like walk through his body as it slipped in two. You know what I mean? And I would just like stride out and be like, "We are here to offer you a warning." But they like, dice.
It didn't happen.
Yeah, but no, it's really fun. I just wish that I was a little bit more proficient with it. Like starting out at level 7, it's like, wait, I can do so many things?
Well,
So that's why I'm
I mean,
like
all you
fumbling.
could have done would have been another 3d8 points of damage by smiting him too, you know?
Yeah.
It definitely lets you open up combat with like a big, dangerous move, which is
Yeah.
definitely what I want. So
Yeah.
I like that part.
I had I was running a game at the last Acadecon, and I had a guy. I guess he was. I think he was 100% paladin, but he on the boss, he just like unleashed this hellish like smite crit combo, and it was just all this damage. But it was like the second attack that hit on this boss, and I was so sad because the rest of the fight was just drudgery.
Ugh, that sucks.
But I couldn't in good conscience just like end the creature, even though it was nowhere near his hit points. I was like, dude, I wish you had done that like 5 turns in the future.
Sets the tone for the fight, I think.
Yeah, it was awesome though.
I decided that this bandit will be a crazy, wily old man.
Sounds good.
So he looks at you all and he says, "What do you want from?" We'll give him a name too. What do you want from old Otogawa?
Otagawa-san, please, tell us of your masters.
You are not already familiar with the Muhomono?
If we were, we would not be asking. Please acquiesce our requests.
Fine. We are a proud clan of raiders and vagabonds. Have persisted in the Kizuwato prefecture for a long time, many centuries, he says. You can tell that is an outright lie. At least the centuries part. You think he was right about being a bandit clan in the Kizuwato prefecture. Lieutenant Causeway, who you killed, he points to in the direction of the giant green dude who's been downed and has no more stomach. He was second in command, only to Toruru. He laughs to himself. Toruru is not quite as big, but I think you will find him much harder to cut down.
Tell us of this Toruru. What styles does he display?
Toruru is a master of the blade, and has access to many magics. He is a powerful warlord to be respected, and feared. And look around you. He gestures to all, like, the shuttered windows and closed doors. These all fear him rightly, and you will learn to do the same.
Tell us, where and with whom does he sleep?
He sleeps inside of the Inabayama fortress, at the end of town. And he is surrounded by a score more like me. A score is 20, for those of us not up to date with our scores. A score is a 24 score, and 12 years ago is 92 years. 4 scores.
Is he an honorable man? Would he accept a fair duel?
Toruru is no man, and he is not honorable. He will rip out your insides and feast on your entrails.
No man? Then what matter of creature is he?
He is Oni.
An Oni.
Yes. Do you realize the trouble you've gotten in now? You'd best let old Utagawa on his way. Perhaps I'll put in a good word for you to Toruru, and he will spare your life. Maybe only take an arm.
I thoughtfully tug at my air pouch. I say, you know, I've never seen an Oni up close. I believe killing one will be an exquisite pleasure.
While this is happening, can I walk over to the dead lieutenant and rip or cut off maybe a limb or his head, something like that?
Yeah, sure.
I know where this is going.
All right. So I'm going to say that I was doing that the entire time this interrogation was going on, and I'll come back right as the thug is saying that he'd put in a good word for us with the master, and I'll hand him the body part and say, just give him this instead.
He looks down at the guy's head, which is really big. You would have, like, been struggling to carry it over, you know? Looks at it. Fine. I will do as you ask. Is that all?
I believe we let him go. We don't have any sort of magical disease that we can infect him with, like magical syphilis that he can take back and share amongst people, and then in 15 or 20 years, the example will have been set.
Wait, don't count out magical syphilis. Hang on a second, Scott. Mike, do we have magical syphilis?
Give me a Haitoku roll.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Haitoku roll.
Suku has a bonus in Haitoku, I think.
She certainly does. Magical syphilis, here we come. You're welcome, Frogman. Boom goes the dynamite. That's a 7.
That is
That's
not enough for magical syphilis.
Okay. Well,
You're
I
too
tried.
clean for it,
You know
man.
At least I tried.
Got a 9. Sad.
Yeah, I was looking for a pretty high number for magical syphilis. Okay.
Thank you for indulging our insanities.
It says, I look forward to, feasting on avian and frog legs tomorrow. And then we'll, confidently walk away. And then, as he sees all the corpses and the headless Kazue, walk a little faster.
Good.
He's at a really good pace by the time he is out of sight.
I would also like to point out to the listening audience that this is the first game we played that has made me hungry for frog legs. Because Scott's rendition of jumping around on meaty legs, I was just like, ooh, yeah, I could go for some of that right now.
Yeah, makes you really hanker for some, like, Asian Creole fusion, doesn't it?
Oh!
I know, right?
Do they have that in Baltimore?
They should.
Is it bad to say that I kind of want some chicken wings? I feel
that is a poor substitute, but we will easily eat it as well.
I mean, it feels a little it's a little cannibalistic, right? But
jambalaya ramen.
Oh,
I might actually go for jambalaya ramen. That could be good.
My world is spinning right now, Scott. I had salad for dinner. It's not really dinner. It's just kind of leaves.
Filler.
It's gardening.
Yeah, exactly. It's what's left over after the lawnmower is done. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, as you guys assess your wounds and start to really feel how much the fight has taken out of you, the sun sets in the distance, and Yokata Wate is in darkness.
Oh,
Baofo comes to the doorway of her tea house, or Zhong, I should say, comes to the doorway of the Baofo tea house and gestures for you all to come inside.
Well, I believe our standard operating procedure, given our general reputations and how we like to conduct ourselves in towns, you know, as exemplified by our recent behavior, is we gleefully accept, we rent rooms, we put stuffed hay inside the blankets underneath the pillows, and then we go sleep in the woods, knowing full well that by the time we get back, every time without fail, one or multiple parties have come in there and butchered the living crap out of those beds.
Well, okay,
Every time. Like, sometimes it's the innkeeper, we don't know, but every single time those beds are murdered.
As you walk in, the innkeeper will smack each of you on the head with a broom and start berating you for almost certainly spelling the destruction of the Baofo tea house and possibly the whole town.
I want to snap the broom away and break it in half.
You snag the broom and break it in half. Give me like a dexterity check to beat her. She's an old woman. I doubt that she will have greater dexterity than you, but yeah, she rolls like a 4. So I think you can't fail. So when she goes to bring it down on you, you snatch it out of the air and easily snap it in half. She just gives you like a bad look before continuing on with the berating. How dare you? Don't you know anything? You're gonna kill us all!
I say, but we did as you asked. We had the fight outside of the bar. You should be rather immune from the effects of our acts.
You are most welcome, madam.
Explain that to Tororu Mohomano.
We will.
We will tomorrow.
After a lovely night's rest.
My tea house will be burned to the ground by then.
I doubt that highly, madam. We will ensure that your tea house will remain in its current, as I look around, esteem.
Is that a guarantee, she says?
I do not live in guarantees, madam. I only
Says the paladin.
I only do my honest best.
Yeah, I'm lawful, but not good. That's how this edition paladin goes.
I'm not lawful at all. Oh yes, I am lawful neutral. Damn. I am lawful. I'm
You can
gonna
go
do
ahead
the
and
best
change it,
that I
Kairu.
can.
Okay. Well, she'll rent you the rooms or whatever, but we'll be very
She'll rent you the
displeased if you
rooms or
leave
whatever.
the building to go sleep in the woods. She does not like that plan at all.
No.
Well, that's why we don't tell her.
Okay.
I mean, why would we tell the innkeeper? They're often the ones murdering us for
No,
breaking up their stuff. We put up the duplicate us's and sneak out and sleep in the woods, but within eye's reach of the possibly will soon to be burning in.
Okay. About, we'll say that you guys are, hey, there's some woods right there. And this is, I will mark on the map where the tea house is. The big red circle. Boom. So you can see it from the woods, and just as Jiang predicted, after about, I don't know, no, not even. After about like an hour after you leave, you see a lot of torches approach. Then you see a lot of fire coming from the Baoho Tea House, or Baoho Tea House. And after about half an hour of burning, it dies down considerably into
Does the screaming die down too, or does that just continue on through the night? Do those really pierce your soul, Paladin? I mean, hit you right here, given that you gave your word, and we instantly went back on it? Just a little bit? No? All right, fine.
Yeah, somebody will be losing a little dignity at the end of today's game, I think. And also, I should probably switch you for your
Wait,
you'll get a long rest.
why are we losing dignity? You just, I mean, the way you explained at the beginning of the game, the woman who would have been there to see us make that promise is now dead, right?
Oh, she's not dead. Her tea house has been burned down, and also there were the dock hands too.
Damn.
Your legend will spread, unfortunately.
All right. Fair
Good for
enough.
thinking out, though. You should have done your homework and killed all those people before you even left the tea house.
Lesson learned.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
God.
No, this is not like this is one of the reasons I'm not doing Pathfinders, because Pathfinder has these like they don't talk about a lot, but there are these moral clauses. So like they don't want you to have rape in your Pathfinder products, which I agree, that's a terrible idea. But I also can't endanger children, and they probably wouldn't approve of Haitoku and Dignity very much because yeah, it kind of rewards you for being an evil person and doing bad things. But 5th edition has no problems like that. For your part, you will have an easy rest in the woods. Well, do any of you have survival as a skill? Can't remember. I think one of you might.
I do not.
I do.
Give me a survival roll.
Keiru of the Wilds is good at living in the wilds. Who'd have guessed?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought I
And Keiru bombs it. Just
does.
tanks that roll. That's a 4 plus 3 is plus 5 is 9.
Everybody can give me a... Why do none of these guys have stealth bonuses? God, you're so annoying. Give me like a perception check.
Nope, I'm too busy looking at my lack of survival skills.
Overrated.
So I have a 16 perception.
Oh, damn!
Now, will this happen before or after we've had a chance to use some hit die to recover during our rest?
You'd have time for a short rest before this happens.
Gotcha.
But not the long rest.
Not a long rest. So roll your short hit dice, gain your short rest abilities back. And, yeah. Let me look at your equipment and see what is gone when you wake up. Keiru, you will wake up with almost none of your stuff. You still have your prayer beads.
So did we just sleep through watch? Is that how that works?
You all rolled perception checks to see if the guy could, if you saw the dude that was sneaking up and following your tracks. And he rolled a 22 on his stealth check. The highest you got was a 16. And I'm positive nobody has a passive perception in excess of 20, so...
Yeah, and I guess use an item doesn't get you out of stealth, so he just stole all of our possessions while we sat there like chumps?
He waited till you went to sleep.
Yeah, but, I mean, so we posted watches. And he snuck past the watches and stole all our stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
Alright.
that's what all the perception rolls were about. Did I miss somebody?
Alright.
Did you get to roll one?
No, I bricked mine.
Okay, alright, well yeah. So he sneaks in and takes all the stuff he can.
Okay.
You didn't even really have a lot of stuff. Oh, you lose your musical instrument and your cooking utensils. That's terrible. Those were silver tongs, goddammit. He'd know better than to take a katana. Couldn't get you out of your armor. All the gold, or you don't even have any. Oh, your travel orders are gone. Soko.
Uh-oh.
And your explorer's pack is gone as well. And
Uh-oh.
then-
Did he roll sleight of hand for every single one of these?
No, he just took them. You're asleep. I don't think that you get a chance to resist if you're asleep, but I'll look in a second.
Whoever's up on watch probably got a chance to resist, right?
Oh, good point. We'll say that Chorui was on watch, and Chorui can keep all of his stuff.
Perfect. Perfect.
So you got a flute, a gaming set, disguise kit, your weapons, and your armor. And, Chorui also still had some travel orders, so you're not totally screwed. Alright. So yeah, you guys wake up and a lot of your stuff is gone.
How do I heal? I'm looking for hit dice and I can't find
If
them.
you, well, you get a long rest, so you just heal all the
Okay.
way.
Oh, cool! Yay!
Yeah, if somebody would have noticed the thief guy, then you would have maybe gotten into a fight and it would have mattered. But yeah, when you take a long rest, you just heal all of your stuff and all of your hit dice get restored.
Cool.
It's only half of your hit dice rounding up.
Oh, sorry. Well, I mean, you had all of them anyway, so it didn't particularly matter in this instance.
Well,
yeah.
unless we used all 4 in the short rest, assuming there'd be a combat, and then we botched our perception checks, and now we're down 2 hit dice each.
Whichever works. You were all pretty injured, so I could see why you would spend hit. Except for, I think Chorui was relatively unscathed from the bout.
Oh no, I was down to 10 hit points.
Oh, never mind.
Ooh.
So then, yeah, you're probably at half hit dice then. That would be a fair assumption to make. I will add some fire to this the Balfo tea house in case you guys come back here. So you wake up in the woods. There's still smoke smoldering from the remains of the Balfo tea house, making a haze up in the sky.
I know one thing, brothers. I will regain the use of my instrument. By any means necessary.
And you said that I didn't lose my katana, or I did?
Did not.
Okay,
there
I
are
was about to
lots and
say,
lots of
'cause
stories
I'm about
of
to-
yeah,
Right.
samurai
I was
lose their
about to drown
katana, they spend
myself,
their
yeah.
entire life chasing the person down. It's just not worth it.
No, I was gonna use my Iron Man boots to streak off into the sky and then drown myself in the river if that was the case. All right, good. Okay, so I'm gonna look and say, huh, no adventurers pack. Huh, no orders. I got my sword. I got my electrical heart. Beep beep. Let's do it.
Alright, so I guess we should just go deal with these bandits, huh?
Yes. We should deal with them, and hard. I suggest you challenge their leader to a duel, and I'll watch. I'll fight winner.
I'm all for just kicking down the door and going in fighting. I don't think there's any better plan.
If he has 80 other swordsmen with him, it would be much better to fight just him, don't you think?
He had 20 other swordsmen with him.
4 score.
Yeah,
I thought.
yeah,
No,
no, I
2
was-
score.
No. He was explaining with 4 score. It's only 20.
Yes, correct.
He just has a score. Of
He has
swords?
a score.
Well, still, that's a shit ton of swordsmen.
That is a
and
shit
if they're
ton of
all
swordsmen,
leveled
yeah.
enough.
And I don't know if you guys are super familiar with 5e, but that is how you win in 5e. You win with numbers. Because of the bounded accuracy stuff, if you're facing, like, if you're playing Pathfinder and you fight 20 goblins as a 10th level character, it's not really a big deal. If you fight 20 goblins as a 10th level character in D&D 5th, you might die. Like, you seriously might die.
Well, unless you follow the spirit of the rules and group them into mobs, right?
Sure.
And then you play to the action economy, right? Because at that point, it's 25 actions versus R4, and you've broken the action economy.
Yes.
I'm okay with knocking on the door and challenging him.
How about we set it on fire?
How about we
I'm okay.
challenge him and then set him on fire?
Yes.
Run away.
Yes.
Okay. So you start talking over a plan as, you can't brew pee, or brew tea, you lost your cooking utensils. As maybe you forage around for berries and stuff for breakfast, maybe?
I will bring them to justice for this horrible deed they've done to me. I mutter under my breath about my cooking utensils as the inn smolders behind us. They
I'd
will
like to
rue
think
the
that-
day.
I'd like to think the smoke becomes a picture of like the old lady who owns the place, and kind of she scowls at us.
From the sky, yes, scowls down. Fantastic. Love it.
Well, we should probably go check out the fortress and see what kind of fortress it really is first.
Aye,
if-
that is a good plan, Crow.
I wonder if there's a secret passage in. Fortresses always have secret passages. How many people would we have to beat up in this town for them to tell us?
Alright.
I wonder if any of those dock workers at the inn know.
And let me change this to global illumination because you're here during the day. I expect you. Oh, it is on global illumination. Okay. And you should be able to see everything. Or you should be able to see the stuff that, yeah, I want you to see, right? So, yeah, it's on the western side. You have to cross a bridge to get over to it. And, is this all? I think this is all correct. Yeah. Those are walls that you're looking at. And on top of the walls, you can see the occasional, like, the tip of, like, a bow for archers that are on the walls. There's one here, and from your vantage point, you can see one down here as well, way, 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 way to the south.
Okay, so can we get a description of what this looks like? Is this an actual stone fortress? Is this a wooden thing that was built?
It is a wooden fortress, and there are very tall walls surrounding it. 20-foot tall walls, in fact, with parapets at the top.
And this is a really gigantic fortress that's huge?
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's about... I can't read that tiny-ass number. It's several hundred feet across and wide.
Oh, damn.
Yes. They could fit the entire population of the town in here if the need arose for it. Pretty easily, even.
But the guy told us there's only 20 guys in here, which may be a lie. We don't know.
Yeah, he said there's 20 guys in here.
Only 20? 4 of them, plus a big dude, kicked our trash yesterday. Well, they didn't kick our trash, but they pushed us hard. 20 of them would kick our trash.
Might call for being sneaky. You still have a disguise kit on you. And I think 2 of you are good at being sneaky.
I have a disguise kit.
Well then.
But
disguise yourself as the woman with the tavern, and we can ask for a... Wait, no, that's not going to work. Disguise yourself as the big green guy. We still have the rest of his body. We'll use it as a puppet.
Excuse you, we'll use it as a Muppet.
Pardon me. The branded puppet.
So, this fortress, it's made of wood, but is it locked down tight? Are there people going in and out of it?
You can see 2 guards posted at this entrance here, and then way to the east there's another entrance with another guard posted. And like I said, on the wall you can see the peak, or a bow tip over here, and then far to the south on the main entrance, you can see another guy on the wall.
Is this fortress built on a cliff or something, or can we go all the way around it?
You can go all the way around it.
Alright, so I want to take some time here. It's early morning. I want to actually stealthily, sneakily go all the way around the fortress and really observe the walls, any other doorways, anyone going in or out.
Okay. Give me just a general stealth check. And I'll move everyone around so that you can all see without having to do the description over and over again. But only Chirui will be the one actually walking.
Okay.
You guys stay hidden in the bushes nearby or whatever.
I put leaves over my glowing electro heart so it doesn't give away our position in the brush.
13 is plenty higher than their passive perceptions. So, scouting from afar, Chirui does a whole pass around. So this is a side gate. You can see that leads back that way. Then it's all solid until you get to the front. There we go. And you can see it goes catty-corner pretty quick, so you can't quite tell what's on the interior. Around the south wall, it is solid until you get all the way over here. But then again, it goes catty-corner again real quick. Although you're able to fly, aren't you?
Yes, I can.
So that's going to change pretty quickly. You can see over here, this is where you get the most vision into the place, I think, right? Yeah. So there's a long breach there. And then around the front, there's a garden thingy. Down this way, to the north a little bit. And then you're back around to the front of Inuyama Fortress. Alright, and then for you being able to see everything, golly gosh, how do I get this to you? I think I might just email it to you. That'll probably be easier.
Okay.
And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, this is an actual Japanese fortress that I pulled off of public domain. So, this was once a real honest-to-God fort on the other side of the world.
Nice.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Like, I love Japan. They're so cool. Oh man, like nobody else takes care of their shit like Japan. Find me a fortress map for America from 1700. Go ahead. Good luck with that. All right. Caleb. And then you can forward this to the other guys if you like. Draw it out in the sand and stuff, you know. And now I just have to find the map, which I think I know where the map is. I feel confident I do. Do I?
I found one.
Did you find a map on the internet for Inuyama Fortress?
Oh, it's not an architectural diagram or a really good map, though. Yeah, yours is a good winner.
Where the hell did I put it? Yeah, I might have put it in my public domain art, actually, now I think about it. Go, computer, go! Oh, computer, I have to replace you soon. You are so unbelievably slow. Come on. Like I'm talking to my computer like it's gonna make even a little bit of difference. Is that the one? No. Alright, do the search. There we go. Yes! Okay. Shaboosh. Come on. Go. Oh, and I should make the handout too. That would have been easier. Actually, now I think about it. But I just sent the email to you, Caleb. It'll be there in a second. I'm not just removing the dynamic lighting layer because I'm afraid it's going to be gone, and it took a long time to make. So, I am very reticent to do that. There we go.
You could duplicate the page.
No, that's cool. I made a handout. It'll be done in a second.
Alright.
It's
Easy.
uploading to Roll20.
Easy.
Art library.
I put the picture you sent me, Mike, into the folder that I shared with Scott and Matthew for tonight's game. So it's actually right there in Google to look at.
And now there is a handout too. So that's what it looks like from top down. There are only three proper buildings. And then as far as where guards are located, you see there are a lot of guards, or by a lot I mean 2 on top of the walls on the northeastern side, and then 2 out front of the gates, and then 2 on the interior of the northeastern. There are 2 in the interior of the north. There's 4 on the interior of the south, and the rest you are aware of their location.
So after scouting around and getting an idea of this place, I will come back to my teammates, sketch it in the dirt, and as much as I want to just go in and start fighting, this might not be the best idea. This place is big.
It is big. And there are only 20 of them, but they've spread themselves out enough. They should, during the day it'd probably be impossible to sneak in. At night, maybe not so much. Maybe you'd be able to
We
get
probably
in.
have longbows, and we're going to be really run down by the range.
They do have
However,
longbows.
disguising ourselves as a tasty treat, and then delivering ourselves on some sort of cart, presented to the head of the clan, and then we can pop out of this baked surprise, not nude at all, fully dressed, and murder him. I think that'd make a good example. What do you guys think?
So
I mean, I've lost my cooking tools, but what I'm suggesting, I guess, is we find some more and we combine my cooking tools and your disguise tools to great effect.
I don't really want to be baked into a pastry.
Come on, you only need 23 other crows in there with you, right?
That's super insulting to my people and race. I hand you a race card.
I file it with the others.
Yeah, I mean, maybe bringing you two in as like live specimens. Maybe Soko could be like, I seek to join the bandits, and maybe you disguise herself as somebody else so they don't know that it's the same samurai that cut down Kazue yesterday.
So we could try the whole Star Wars we caught the Wookiee routine.
Yes, that is what I am suggesting.
Ooh, that's good. I like that. Let's do that.
Okay, so can I use my disguise kit to help create a disguise for Soko?
You absolutely can. Give me an intelligence check and add your proficiency bonus.
Does 5th edition have take 20? I forget.
I don't think it does. And there's a chance
Oh,
of
it really
failure in this
should.
anyway, so...
So that would be a 10.
Okay. You put her in some robes
I think
and
it's
stuff.
awesome, is what we're saying.
Yeah, you think it's great, dude. You can kind of see the light in the chest a little bit, but whatever. Who's gonna notice that, right? Just say it's a pendant or something. Yeah.
I think what I did was I just took her cloak and turned it inside out.
I think that is what you did, yeah. That sounds accurate. You
And-
gave it a hood, and you were like, just wear the hood over it, it'll be fine.
Right. And then I found some dirt and just rubbed dirt on her chest plate. So that,
And you gave her, like, an orange complexion, so she doesn't look like she normally does. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And since there's a lack of a mirror, both of my compatriots look at me and they go, "Wow!" And I go, "Yeah, do you mean it?"
Oh, it's really good. They'll never know it's you.
Crow, you are a master of disguise.
Humans all look the same to you guys, anyway.
Wow, that was. Oof.
Okay, and you can just, like, steal a cart from somebody in town. They're all gonna avoid you anyway, right? So, when you take it, you might get cussed at, but they won't chase you down or anything like that.
We did pretty much single-handedly bring doom to this small
Sort
forest
of.
village.
Yeah, you definitely brought doom for a couple people.
All right, yeah. So let's pretend to be captured and see what happens.
Okay. So, Soko, what is the story you are going to give these guards as you start trundling up with the cart and they look suspiciously at one another?
And the cart has my two subhuman friends.
Yeah, hold on. I will actually give you a wagon because we're in roll 20. Why don't I do that?
I love it.
You cannot steal any horses, but you are very strong, so dragging them behind you is not an issue.
Right.
Go, that looks like a pretty sweet wagon. Put you guys on there. Drag the wagon up. They say halt as you get, when you get to about here. What is the
Okay.
meaning of all this? The one will say.
And I'm sorry. How do I say the Masuharu?
Muhomono. Actually, let me fix it and you will... Oh, you should be able to see the name under this guy.
Muhumono.
Yeah.
I will say, my revered Muhumono clansmen, I have apprehended the ruffians who killed your lieutenant just this last day.
They look at one another and say, we heard that a woman samurai with a electric heart killed the lieutenant. Give me like an insight check as they say that.
Insight check.
Crow pops up. I killed that son of a bitch, not her.
Boy.
the best at sneaking
The
ever.
one will saunter up here and be like, "Yeah, where is she? Hmm?
I'll freely butcher a lie for that. I'll say, she ran away last night after
Yep.
having her ancestral cooking implement stolen.
Hmm.
That's
Yep.
exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened. Yep.
I heard that she burned in the Eden, but it's good to know. We will inform Tororu that Kazue's murderers at large."
Yes. But these were also accomplices to the murder and should be taken to Kazue immediately.
With a 19, Keiru will realize that the Muhomono guards have definitely recognized Soko as the electric-hearted samurai.
Perfect. Then our plan is going exactly as we want it,
Okay?
apparently.
Well, in that case,
If they're willing to pretend
Bring
to
them
let
in.
us in, I'm willing to pretend to let us in too.
I look forward to dining on their corpses this evening. That one in particular looks plump, they say, pointing to the frogman.
I say, you eat sentience? Cannibal scum.
Yeah, wouldn't technically be cannibalism.
It's sentient. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
still bad.
Pull the
There's a
wagon
word for it, but I gotta find it.
through this like tiny aperture. These guys, one of them will follow with you,
I love it.
and you will spot nothing new for right here. I'm trying to keep you all inside the dynamic lighting field. It's kind of a pain. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass to turn the wagon around in here, but you managed to. And you will spot Bandit up on here on this wall.
Mm-hmm.
And you will catch a glimpse of this one on the interior, on the ground.
Okay.
Another one on the ground here.
Yeah.
And they will drag you into the center of the fortress. Right here.
Perfect. Exactly where we want to be to begin our ambush of them, and not the other way around.
Yeah,
I agree.
about that. Give me a
Caleb-
perception check to see if you guys notice some movement along the walls.
Natural
Caleb,
20.
you were the one that wanted to have that TPK, right?
I think
There's
a chance
I'm
that
always-
would be what happens.
Oh yeah, I'm always down for it.
Okay, with a
Okay,
20,
I'm just checking.
you will notice that the walls around you, like you spot longbow peeking out from over here, from over here, from over here, from over here, and from over here, and then another one from over here. So
Okay.
you notice that and it takes about 5 minutes. He says, "Hold on, I will send for Master Tororu." Like gestures at this guy up to the north who disappears. And in that time, a bunch of longbowmen appear on the walls around you. They're trying to be sneaky about it, but Keiru's keen frogman eyes are picking them up.
Little do they know that we've rigged this wagon as a death wagon with all kinds of pop-out defenses and... Oh, actually, we didn't do that at all. We just got some random wagon. Install as an underside, though, right? That'll provide good +5 AC cover.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Question
We'll call it a life
about
wagon.
Yeah. Question about the setting, I guess. Would these guys respect an order of challenge, or would that just be like?
We've already heard that the leader isn't honorable worth a shit, and he also did condone burning down a place because he thought we were sleeping there, and also stealing all of our crap while we slept. I bet this guy does not honor demands that I fight you.
Honor a demand or a challenge based on like cultural tenets, maybe as an egotistical thing. I mean, bandit leaders are not known for being humble, you know.
Mhm.
Do you have culture as a skill? Actually, I think I might have given you culture.
I do have culture as a skill.
Give me a culture roll. That's a dignity check.
So dignity, so that's great, -2, but I'm
Your
proficient
proficiency
in
makes
it,
it
so
plus.
that I get a +1.
Yeah. Give me a culture roll. Yeah.
Cool.
We're using that new
Boom.
skill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that this guy is totally down in the culture department.
You think that you'll be able to get him into a challenge if you manage to make it about how he is weak and sucks, and not about how it's the honorable thing to fight me alone, blah, 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 blah.
Right. Well, at this point, I think that I'm gonna do that.
After about 10 minutes, all told, one guy appears in the north here. Can I give you a... no, not Control Z, Mike. Shift Z, Shift Z. He looks like that. He is dressed in the finery of a nobleman. And you can make out... Or, can you make out a house seal on him? Let me check really quick. Yeah. There is a house seal on him, so give me a culture check, or if you don't... And this would be an intelligence culture check. Or, if you don't have culture, just an intelligence check.
I'm gonna make an intelligence culture check because I can actually roll that, maybe.
I got 13.
Crow doesn't care.
This other dudes start
Boom.
filtering in.
15.
15, you recognize that as belonging... He must be a member of the Fukushu Prefecture, and with a 15, you'll see that he has the insignia for a Bengoshi. So this is a powerful government agent for another prefecture. You guys are in the Kizawato Prefecture. As he strides forward, he looks confident and, like, in charge. But the bandits pay him no mind. One of them even, like, spits towards his feet. And following in behind him is this guy.
Ho 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 ho!
Ooh,
He
very
is
Oni-like.
very large-sized, and he stalks forward. And the bandits bow to this dude and get out of his way. This is you! Remove the robe! He points at Soko.
I
Fool no
do
one
so.
here, samurai.
I do so willingly.
You just disrobed in front of an Oni? This is
Yep.
going to be a real fight now. Like
Yep,
all those
and-
anime
and-
movies I watch late at night.
And as the robe falls and Duel of Fates begins to play, dun dun, I said to him, this defection, not defection. Damn it, forget it. I just disrobe and look at him.
Yeah, that's what you do when you disrobe in front of someone. You just eyeball the shit out of them until they can't make eye contact with you anymore, right? The shame gets to
really
them,
uncomfortable.
right? I mean, every time, right? That gym locker room, you just stare people down. That's how that works.
Lay down your weapons, and we may let you live, depending on how good your friends taste. Kind of like licking his lips and looking hungrily at Chirui and Keiru, because I guess now this game is all about eating your characters.
It's
I
going
can't
that way.
I can't help it apparently. So yeah.
Now, that I cannot do. You are a coward, just like your lieutenant was, running from a fight.
He laughs.
You hide behind your walls and your men with arrows.
We took
You
these
dare
walls,
not.
he said. He says.
Not for me, you didn't.
He eyes you. I am no coward, and Causeway was stupid, but not a coward either. I do not believe he ran from a fight. I believe that he was killed by daggers thrown into his back.
Yep, I did that.
But my friend Crow, was he not running when you threw those daggers?
Yup. Gave me a big ol' target to hit.
He says, and he kicks this thing over, sending you two flying this away.
For those of you at home, that was the cart, and he kicked it about 20-25 feet, stumbling us all over.
How tall is this guy? If I missed that,
He
I'm
is
sorry.
10 feet tall.
10 feet tall. Good for him. Good for him.
Uh,
Wheaties and all that, right?
Wouldn't he, in fact, be about 16, 17 feet tall? He's 10 feet wide, right?
I don't know. Sure, let's go for 16 feet tall. That sounds fine. I forget, because they changed the size dimensions slightly for 5e, didn't they?
Oh, I don't know. All I know is that 10 feet is like basketball player size, but he's giant sized.
Thank you.
Basketball players
you,
aren't 10
Scott.
feet tall.
Whatever, that Yao Ming guy, but I don't know.
He's like
They're-
8.
See, that's
Or
like
is he
10.
8? No, he might be 7. I don't know. But once you hit a certain height of the human body, your heart can't keep up. The
Which
tallest
is why
man
the
in the
Oni
world
have
was
two
like
hearts.
9 or something, I think. Some New Yorker from like 1920. And he ended up dying when he was 24 from heart failure because they just couldn't pump it everywhere.
I learned something.
Thank you,
today.
Scott, for making the giant demon in flaming red armor bigger.
He draws a
What can I
massive,
say?
massive glaive from his back and points it at Soko. It says, "Draw your weapon, samurai." Gestures told the bandits. He says, "Do not attack her, but if her allies so much as move, fill them with arrows."
At this, I'm going to look at my allies and I'm going to wink at them.
I got this.
I don't know what that wink means. I don't know what I mean by that wink, and I don't know if that wink has any underlying connotation. All I know is that's what I want to do.
Sure.
And I will draw my... am I going to draw my weapon? Because I do get that awesome Aijitsu strike. I'm going to draw my weapon.
Okay. You draw your blade. He draws his glaive. And, is it a glaive he's got? Oh, yeah, he's got a
Does
glaive.
your Aijitsu strike require you to draw your weapon when you do it?
It does require
No,
controls. I think it needs to start in your sheath, in fact.
Yeah, it does need to
So
start.
you
my
could just
feet,
put your
yeah.
hand on it, that's fine.
Okay,
make
yeah,
it
I'll
clear
just
you're
put my
ready to
hand
go.
on it then.
Sure. Soko grabs onto the hilt of her blade and assumes like a sword stance.
A ready stance, yes.
And
The scene suddenly shifts to a black and white side angle of the two opponents facing off.
and we can roll initiative between, I guess the two of you to start, and then whenever you two decide to interfere and trigger hell, you can. roll
That
initiative.
assumes we'll do that. I think I'm gonna just let them. I'm just gonna watch my friend die. That seems way more fun.
Figure out
Yeah,
how
yeah.
to leave and watch friend die. Got it. And one of you can fly. Oh yeah, and the other one can jump super high, so you have a good chance of just escaping after Soko goes down, right?
That's right. That's right.
Except that I have this pesky thing on my character sheet that says I just want to get in fights and fuck people up.
It's true. Your name literally is Fighta, is the second last name you have there. So you do just want to get into fights. Fortunately, Soko will be beating Toruru on initiative.
Yes. Okay, so Toruru. He is gonna get a piece of my mind. Hang on 1 second. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give him all that I got.
Go for it.
I will. I assume I have the room to do an Aijitsu strike.
You mean the dashing thingy?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you have the room to do a dashing thingy.
Okay, so then I will do that. Now that Aijitsu strike is only one attack, right? So my second attack wouldn't have anything to do
That
with.
is true. It is just one attack. And if you do the dashing
Okay.
strike, you only do one attack anyway.
Oh, okay. It's just a one and done type of thing. Gotcha. All right, so yes, I will do that. So here we go. Does it get any more bonuses?
Do you have enough movement?
Oh, it does. Yeah, it does. It gives me another
15
bonus.
feet.
+1.
Yeah, I think you will actually be able to do a dashing strike.
Excellent. I will do so.
Right. 14 will miss. So you dart forward, pull out your blade. It he whips out a claw and uses the talons to like sort of catch it and like throw it to the side. You still have a second attack you can make.
I sure do. I'm just so upset with myself. Okay, yeah, okay. And that second attack will go as follows. Wow, thank you.
hit.
There it is. Okay, good. I'm gonna throw a smite on this one because I wasn't expecting to, you know, have a second attack. The ancestors will first show their damage.
Second
this
or first level slide?
Second level.
Okay, so 3d8 if, extra.
Okay, so this is my ancestors, my violet energy. They like Onis right now.
Well, they're really disappointed that you didn't hit the first time.
Yeah, exactly. How many d8s? 3?
3
3 d8s plus nothing?
plus d12 plus 4.
Plus, if you want to throw some extra smitey in that, or is that the 3d8?
That is the smite.
Yeah,
The
that's
smite is
3d8.
3d8.
Yeah, okay. All right.
This that's the smite, and the d12 is.
On 12.
And the d12 is boom. Wow. Okay.
Okay, that's not bad at all.
So.
The first one, he throws it away casually, and then you use that opportunity to like twist the blade and jut it in under his arm, into his torso, pulling out lots of like greenish ichor from his body. He laughs a little bit as the wound immediately heals. Not completely, but largely. You can see his bar, right? Let me see. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Now you can see his bar. So
Now
you
I
did
can.
that much to him.
For the folks at home, it's a really big bar, and it's got a really tiny chip out of it.
That is accurate. What's he gonna do after that? He doesn't want to do that. He, I think, just wants to hit you with the glaive. That sounds good. He has the same bonus to hit as you do. Oh no! First one will hit. You will take 2d10 plus 13 points of damage. As the glaive
Good for him.
strikes in. You hear Soko's armor crack as you guys like peek your heads around the wagon to see what's going on. So he just brutally brings it down like it's a force of nature. She manages to dodge out of the way of the second attack. Do you take an action, or do you guys watch? Try
I'm
to do
wondering
something sneaky, maybe? I don't
in
know.
this universe's setting, how flashy are spells? Does it leave a big bright red streak like connecting between me and my target, or is it something subtle enough that lying on the ground, sort of behind a wagon, I could manage to cast a ranged spell without anybody necessarily seeing obvious effects of it being a ranged spell?
It depends on how you're casting the spell. If it requires you to make verbal components, then it's the kind of thing that people will hear.
Even from 50 feet away or something?
Yeah, they're pretty clear about, like, whenever you use a spell, you have to chant.
Have to yell at the top of your lungs. You can't just, like, whisper under your breath. That's what silent spell was for.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, there is definitely a verbal component, so good luck, buddy. I'm not dying for you yet.
I'm not a tattooed monk, so it's your problem. Okay. And same thing for Chiruri. Keep it on the down low.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm gonna attack him.
Okay. Then you might as well roll initiative as well, Keiru. Because they are not going to discriminate over which one of you to attack. But I
That
will
sounds
hold
like
off on the
we're all
bandits
rolling
acting
initiative.
until next round, yeah.
Alright, so my initiative's 13.
I'd like to think that the frog starts breathing like whispering to the bird guy, like, we're just gonna wait and see what, and the bird's just like, "Wah!"
Flap, 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 flap.
Gonna wait
That's
and
pretty
see
much
how it
exactly
goes.
what happens.
Alright, what'd you get on your initiative, Kieran?
Okay, we've got 21 total.
21. Okay, well you two can both have an action, and then I'll roll a ton of initiative for these guys.
right.
All right. So, well, you got a higher roll than me, Scott. So you go ahead.
Yeah, but I was going to do nothing. You go first, then I'll go. Then
Okay,
rise
that's
around
fair.
itself.
Great. So I am going to. I'm basically going to do the same thing I did with the other big guy. I'm just going to jump out from where I am and charge him and try to punch him in the face.
All right, you're taking the fight to the bandit guy. All right, go for it.
Yeah. So that would be. Fuck, how many attacks? At least 3 to start with.
6. You get 6 attacks because he's a bad guy and he deserves it.
I don't think that's quite how it works.
Are you sure? You should.
Do you have the
I think
movement
you
to
should
get
read your setting
advantage on
again.
him? How far can you go? Oh, you could get a do advantage on him. That would be good.
Oh yeah, that would be super good because those first and last 2 were pretty bad. All right, so that gives me a crit 20, a 19, and the best after that is a 12.
I think after I see the monk hit more with his fist, I'm just gonna stab my katana into his chest and then start punching after that because this is ridiculous.
Well, if you move around him, then you have the 20 will hit and crit. The 19 will hit, and then just give me another roll, and roll twice. And you can fly.
That's what the 12 was. The 12 was the second advantage roll from the 10 up
Oh,
there.
I see what you're saying. So you're not making 3 attacks; you're only making 2.
No, oh wait. Oh, I didn't re-roll on the 20 because I got a 20.
Right. No, just give me one more.
Okay.
You got 2 hits, one of them's a crit, and you got 3 hits now, one of them being a crit. So give me damage. And remember, DD5, you only re-roll dice, you don't double static damage bonuses. Although,
Alright.
yeah, you get to add your fire damage again, actually, now I think about it, yeah. So, you do a lot of
Alright,
damage.
so I had a total of 3 successful attacks. One of them was double damage, but not static, right?
Right, so you'll deal, with the crit, 2d6 plus 4 plus 2d8. And then for the other ones, you'll deal d6 plus 4 plus 1d8. And we'll have it in the chat window in just a second. Dun, dun. Oh no, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Hang on a second. No, what happened? I don't know what's going on. I hate when you hit an errant button on your thing and then something changed in my window and I have no idea what it was. I just saw it move slightly. Which F button did I freaking hit? Oh.
Okay, so there's the crit.
18 with the crit. Nice.
Eight on the second attack. And 6 on the last.
Oh, I almost took that away from Soko. That would have been bad. Okay. Minus 18, minus 8, and minus 6. He screams, "Fire!" as you, leap over the wagon and start careening through the air to get on his other side, and then unleash a bevy of quick strikes that sizzle through the air and heat up some of his armor where you strike him. He seems a little winded after your blows, despite the fact that you are so much smaller than him. Keru!
Well, I like the sound of the fact that he seems to be very fire vulnerable. Keru will, first things first, run and hide underneath the cart.
Good call.
Then, having taken hopefully pretty solid cover from arrows, I'm just going to shoot the gigantic guy with some ranged fire. That's the only ranged weapon I got. Got one attack, and I missed.
Okay. So you see Keru once more summon flames, although not this time accompanied by Shinshen. And the guy bats it out of the air, unharmed. And no. This dude would have disadvantage. I don't even take a shot at Keru because Keru has full cover. So he'll shoot at Chorui. And I will look up what his stats are. Where are your stats, guy? in a Bayama Fortress. He is a bandit. He doesn't look as sure with his weapon as the guys you fought outside of the tea house. Excuse me. Oh, and he's got a crossbow. So I take back all that shit I said about longbows. They have crossbows. And I think he'll hit Churui with a 20, right?
Yeah, I'm at a 17.
Okay. Do you want to deflect the missile?
Yes.
I think there are rules for that on your sheet.
Yes.
Or there aren't. I think there are, though.
Yes. Yeah, I'm just reading them right now.
Okay.
All right, so I would reduce it by a D10 plus
Dex in your
10.
level. So a lot. It will do maximum damage, but you can deflect all of that, I think, if you add a plus 10. So yeah.
Yep.
You catch it right out of the air before it shoots you, or before it finds purchase in your shoulder. Do you want to spend a key to throw it back at the guy?
Yep.
Okay. Roll to hit.
So that would be plus 7 again.
Yeah, same as you roll again. Oh, actually, are you within range? I don't know if you're within range of the guy. Hold on. Oh, you
yeah,
are. You are. You're good. You're good. You're at disadvantage.
20.
So give me a second roll.
Oh.
We'll take the lowest. Still definitely enough to hit. Give me damage.
Cool. What was the damage on the arrow?
It'll be 1d8 plus your dex mod. So 1d8 plus 4, I think.
11 damage.
Oh, that is awesome. So this dude shoots a crossbow bullet at you. You catch it out of the air, and then you fling it back at him with, like, supernatural accuracy. It catches him right through the eye, and he falls forward down the wall into the courtyard. Dead. And removed from the initiative.
So
Good start.
I'm still kind of by the face of this giant Oni, and I'll just put my beak right by his ear and say, "That's one down."
Turn into Batman immediately.
Well, obviously, if I'm threatening a giant demonic
Of
villain, I'm
course.
going to turn into Batman. Yes,
You look a lot more like Batmite, but alright.
that's fair.
What is this guy gonna do? He only has a dagger, so he's gonna leap down and make a acrobatics check to try to reduce damage. Okay, so he'll only take a d6. Or, let's say 2d6, that wasn't a very good roll. He just jumped down like 30 feet. Then he will continue his movement into here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 22, 30. He will not get to attack anybody, but he will go to deal with Keiru on his turn. Soko! The courtyard is suddenly filling with people, and there are a bunch of guys on the walls cocking crossbows in your general direction. The Oni is in front of you. What are you doing?
That's fine. I have a target, the Oni. I will... Okay. I will attack. Here we go. Boom, goes the dynamite, and I'll attack
will
again.
hit. That will hit.
Both hit?
Both hit.
Fantastic. Let's see. Let's see how this works.
Oh, and you had advantage, so actually roll again twice. You could critically hit.
Oh, okay.
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Never mind.
Okay, you know
At least
what?
we're getting the bad rolls out. We're getting the bad rolls out.
Yeah, exactly. So that was the damage for one.
18. Ouch.
Yep, and this is the damage for the other.
12.
Wow. Nice.
He seems to be faltering slightly, or, yeah. He seems to be a little bit weaker on his feet after you jump back at him and using Chorui behind you to distract him, cut up behind his knees. You get 2 good strikes. He briefly
The
drops to
ancestors
one
were
knee.
with me.
Yes, definitely. Chorui, your turn.
Snicker snack goes my katana.
Fuhai yells behind you, "Kill him! Kill him now! While he is weak!" Or, I'm sorry, the noble behind you yells, "Kill him! Kill him now!"
Alright, you know what? I am... Oh, that would be bad. Hey, Matthew.
Yeah.
Your samurai wouldn't happen to be immune to fire, was she?
Oh, she certainly is.
Wait, she is? Really?
Oh, yeah.
No, she's not. She...
That can't,
I
that
don't think
can't
she
be
is.
right.
I just wanted to see how long he'd go along with it.
Oh, no. She's vulnerable to lightning, though. I wish I would have remembered
Yes.
that. Shit.
Yeah, she's vulnerable to lightning, but she's not immune to fire. But she's also not vulnerable to it, so do what you gotta do.
Okay, no, I'm not going to do what I was going to do. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to... I'm going to leap and attack again, and I'm just going to go all out here. So I will be taking an attack and then using a key to do a flurry of blows. So that is going to end up being 5 attacks total.
5? Is that right? Let me see this. I don't want to
Uh,
Whenever you use attack action for arm strike, you to make one arm bonus
Oh.
action, sure.
no, only one. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Only one bonus action, so a total of 4 attacks.
Flurry of blows. Ah, okay, I see what's going on. Is that still right? 4 attacks? Yeah, because you have extra attacks. So yeah, 4 attacks, go for it.
Yep.
Do you want any of them
and
to be stunning strikes? Oh, you know what? It wouldn't matter. You've already got
No.
advantage of him. It would just
Yeah.
take away his action next turn.
Shit. Hold on. I forgot how you rolled the advantage thingy.
2d20 KH1. Keep highest one. Plus whatever static number. I'll type that.
Oh wait, hold on. I found it. No, I didn't find it.
It's in the chat window. I just
Oh,
typed it
there
again.
it is.
I thought you guys were going to be super roll 20 pros, so I didn't set up the sheets. I should have. You're not quite as noob as the defective geeks, but that was a real. They had a good time. It was their first like real D&D game too, so it was a whole totally new waters for them.
All right, 1,
Definite hit.
2, 3,
hit, miss,
4.
hit. It's 3 hits. Oh, you weren't adding a number on the end of that. So +7, so all of those will hit actually. Or no, 1 plus. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, all of those will hit.
Oh, I didn't recopy it. Damn
It's
it.
okay. It's okay. You still hit.
So 4 hits. So that is 1d6 plus 4. Plus.
Sharui screams, "Seppuku!" Does this crazy flaming uppercut while kicking the dude as he carries him into the air for a foot or two from the force of his blow. 22,
So-
32, 41.
Yeah, so 41 points of damage.
Alright.
And I will also, in the midst of that attack, scream out to Soku to get out of the way.
Now I want to see how that ends. Alright. He is almost killed by that. He's on the very last vestiges of survival. You can see he's breathing very, very hard. Labored breaths. These guys will take that opportunity to shoot you, because you are clearly the most dangerous one among them. This guy will move for better position. Do you want to deflect the missile because you have your reaction back?
Yes.
Okay, give me a roll. Oh, I guess I need to roll first. And you can't, never mind. I keep saying give me a roll, but you will automatically succeed because you deal so much, or because your bonus is higher than the amount of damage crossbow bolt does. Do you want to throw it back at the dude?
Yes.
That'll be a key point. And then this dude is in just outside of short range, so it'll be a disadvantage. Although that didn't seem to matter last time.
1D. 8 then, with disadvantage.
That will be enough to hit him.
Oh shit!
He'll still be alive, albeit not happily. A crossbow bolt stuck in his shoulder. Tororu will look at his spell list and try to determine. Oh, that's what he'll do. Okay. He sort of cackles while coughing up blood, and then disappears.
Wait, the dude I was fighting just disappears?
Just disappears.
That son of a bitch!
That son of a bitch.
Ah!
Did he provoke opportunity attacks by retreating?
Well, he didn't retreat. He just disappeared. And that does not provoke attacks of opportunity attacks, but only because none of you have that, Mage Slayer, I think it's called? Mage Slayer feat, is that right?
Right.
Yeah.
But, well, I guess the rules for opportunity attack provoking for moving out of somebody's threat range did not include them being invisible, but it's
does.
not hard to imagine that it should.
You gotta be able to see the target of your attack of opportunity. Although I haven't looked in a couple of days, I'm pretty sure it does include...
No, all right. That's. I'm glad they put that in there. Good.
What about these guys? This guy... They will move closer. He's on the ground. Get back here. Get on the wall. He'll go to tackle Chorui. He's gonna go balls in for this. What's your bonus, guy? He doesn't get any bonus except for his... Yeah, he's got 1. So give me an athletics check, Chorui. You will almost certainly not be getting grappled this turn.
Athletics.
The other one will take a shot at you.
Is athletics dexterity?
Strength.
No, it's strength.
Yes. Crossbow bolt, which you cannot fling back because you already spent your reaction this turn, will hit you for 9 points of damage. But you managed to fight off the guy who tries to grapple you. And just so you know, this was the dude who shot you with a crossbow bolt. If you want to exact revenge, he's on top of the wall. What about this guy? Whoa, where even is this guy on the map? Oh, this one's all the way up here. He'll jump down. Take 2d6, hitting the ground. 10. He's not terribly worried about that. And 10, 11, 12, 15. Okay, so here, he will not get a chance to attack unless he's just doing like a lame attack. So he'll throw a dagger at, or no, he'll move over to Fuhai and grab him by the arm. Momono. Zoom out, Mike. You can't see nothing if you're not zoomed out. Which one is this? This one's on the wall. Does he have a shot at anybody? He'll take a disadvantageous shot on Keiru. +1, +3. And miss. The next guy will do the same.
Do they have disadvantage? I thought they just had...
No, because you're behind cover.
Yeah, full cover, so it's like +5 or something ACD, right?
Oh, I thought it was disadvantage. But, I mean, I'll accept whichever.
I think cover's one of the few... I think cover is the only exception to that.
I remember partial cover was +2. I remember that.
Yeah, so I think, yeah.
Well, for my purposes now, it's disadvantage, and we can check that.
Okay, fine.
You are good on the second attack, that also misses.
Excellent.
And the third attack, they will send at Chorui.
3-quarters cover has +5. Total cover is you can't be targeted.
Oh, okay then. So they thunk into the wagon.
Yay!
Chorui, the last crossbow bolt will miss you, and it is finally back to Keiru's turn.
All right. I think there are several immediate places where I think a gigantic Oni could be hiding invisibly. And I'm going to, let's see, use a key point to dash so that I have a lot of extra movement. And just sort of basically stretch my arms out and start running around until I run into an Oni or smell an Oni, or I mean, did we hear? Could I roll like perception with
give me a
disadvantage to see
perception
if I
check
heard
to
a
hear
general
him, yeah.
direction or something?
Go for it.
That's bad and slightly less bad. 12.
No.
All right. So yeah, I'll zag. Let's see. I bet he wouldn't have come closer in toward us. I bet he would have gone toward the direction that he came from. So I'll go north like 20, 25 feet to about there. Do I run into any Oni?
You run this way?
Correct.
No.
All right. Then I'll go left to about there. Any Oni?
No. Although Fuhai screams out to help him, I will pay you, or he screams out, Pyon! Save me and I will pay you more riches than you have ever seen.
Well, so now the disadvantage, the disappointing part here is that I haven't used up all my movement, but now I can't get anywhere else without provoking opportunity attack, especially because now I'm in range of some dude, which was poor planning on my part. But I'll go ahead and cast Fairy Fire over in the largest open section of the parade ground here that I haven't hit, which is the bottom left.
All right.
I don't think he'd be down there, but it's a guess.
It is a guess, and it does not get you the results that you were hoping for, unfortunately.
Damn.
And you moved out of range of this guy, but you didn't withdraw, right?
Correct, so I provoke.
He gets an attack on you. Slashes out with a scimitar. 16 hit? Nope. You dodge out of the way.
Alright.
Yep. Then it's his turn. What's he gonna do? We can say that you fairy fired him. He got caught in the end. So that's not a total waste. So this guy with all the fun colors is fairy fired. You will have advantage on attacks against him, guys. That's it, right? He doesn't suffer disadvantage or anything like that?
It looks like I fairy fired every... I mean, it's a pretty big box. I should
Did you
draw
fairy fire, like, all of your allies?
Does it only target enemies?
Let's look at fairy fire. Let's take a second.
Each object in 20-foot cube. Each object. Any creatures are also outlined.
Yay!
Yep. It does not
you guys
distinguish.
get a dexterity saving throw. That's what it is. So
Dexterity
everybody...
saving throw?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Then he has to make one too, because you did manage to catch him. Let me see. What's this guy's dexterity saving throw? Is +1. His is +0. D20 +1.
Boom, 12.
What is the DC of your fairy fire?
Something really sad, like 13. It is. Yeah. 14. Yeah, that could be less sad.
Yeah, so I fail.
Okay, it looks like Fuhai makes it. This guy makes it. Anybody who I think everybody else, all your allies failed.
Nice. Well, you're welcome, guys. I'm helping. I dismissed the spell. I can do that as a free action.
Oh, hold on.
It's
Let me finish.
concentration based. If it's not helping any of us,
hold
screw
on.
it.
It's gonna do something. Much to your surprise, I didn't realize that this guy was still in the radius. Let me pop him back in. Much to Soko's surprise, and I assume everyone else's, this guy was right behind
Yay! Oh,
you. You just barely went through his square, so I reasoned that he could step out of the way and not hit a small-sized creature. But yeah, he is like right behind you. He's got his blade held high, clearly ready to cut through Soko's skull. This bandit will not like that you fairy fired him and be moving to kill you immediately. I don't think he has the movement to get to you, though. Oh! He'll provoke from Chorui as he runs by, but he really wants to kill you. So Chorui, make an attack of... Or no, you are out of your actions, Chorui, so you do not get to make an attack of opportunity. You used it to throw back the crossbow bolt at that guy. You can get 3 attacks on... what's his face? Karu. 1, 2, 3. Oh, damn! Karu! I'm sorry. You're still alive, though. That's all 3 of his attacks. Deal 19 points of damage collectively. So he stabs at you twice with the scimitar and once with the dagger, and finds purchase each time. You do not think you'll be able to inflate your air sac until you get healed, even.
Oh no! That's extreme shame for my people. That it really means that I'm no kind of frog.
All right.
You're nothing, frog.
Soko, you find your adversary immediately behind you, and you will get advantage on the attack because he's outlined.
Yes.
Oh, and
Here
I
we
need
go.
3... Well, hold on. Actually, I take that back. I need 3 concentration checks from Keiru.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, per attack. That's exciting. DC set
Constitution
5
save,
damage
DC
of each,
10.
right?
Is it at least 5? All of them did at least 5 damage, yeah. Even the D4 did 6, so... Or no, wait, one of them... So only 2 checks. Only 2 checks, I'm sorry. Only 2 concentration checks. Because one
Only
of them
2?
did, one did 4, one did, 9, and then the other one did, 6. So you have to make saves against the 9 and
that
the
it was
6.
5 damage or more. That's good to know.
Oh, I thought
and-
it was. I thought... whatever. Just roll. It's cool.
Alright, I'll believe you. What's the DC? 9 and 4?
No, the DC's 10. DC is 10.
See, I thought the DC was the damage taken. Oh, that's probably 3-5.
If you got to take a stupid amount of damage for the DC to get higher than 10, and he didn't deal that much damage in a single strike. So.
Well, the second one I may have failed. My bonus is probably my spellcasting bonus, right? So that's 12.
It's your con bonus, I think.
That's 9 total.
Okay.
Shit.
All right. So you will not have advantage on checks against the guy, but on the upside, nobody will get advantage on attack rolls against you guys because you're no longer fairy fired either.
But if he's no longer fairy fired, it means he's no longer visible. You have disadvantage because you're just attacking in his space, right?
Correct. But at least you know where he's at, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Sorry, bros.
So he vanished, but I saw him like at the corner of my eye.
Yeah, like you
Type of
noticed
thing?
the fairy fire light up someone behind you and turned to see that he was standing there with his, like, glaive
I got
held
it.
high, ready to haymaker you.
And then
Okay.
you heard the horrible ribbity scream, and
Okay, so my turn, attacking with disadvantage twice. So I'm gonna just rapid fire 4 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow!
14 and a 12 will miss.
That was almost textbook disadvantage rolls. Thank you so much.
Alright. Shorui, your turn. When do I get to go as the guy again? Oh, I took him off the... Fuck.
oh no!
Because I put him on the GM layer, I took him off the you went first. I think he was on a 12. So I'll add him back to the thingy. Damn it. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, don't worry. It doesn't actually change anything that's happened. I just forgot something and remembered it late. Chirui, it is your turn.
Okay, so did I see the Oni in that flash of the fairy fire
He
being
is
there?
so hard to miss. You guys all saw him, yeah.
Okay,
Especially with the glaive
So-
held up in the air. He was like a freaking Christmas tree.
all right. So I told Soko to get out of the way. She didn't. That's okay. I am going to dash over, so I am next to where the Oni just was.
Going to the maximum
And
explosion space.
yep, and I will use my Stance of Fire's Eternal Action to do 68 fire damage against all creatures within 15 feet.
There's the specifics of the ability he is using. So, move your character to where you want to be,
Oh,
and then we will just put a 15-foot radius on him temporarily.
wait, I do... With 40 feet of movement, would I have enough to get here? So, would I have enough movement to get so that Soko is not included in that 15? I have a 40-foot movement range.
Yes, but you'll have to fly over the guy, which will provoke an attack of opportunity, although whether or not he takes it, I don't know.
No, I told her to get out of the way. It's her fault. Screw it.
Okay.
So basically, I'm just going to run up next to the Oni and
Well, if
set things on fire.
you run up here, you can get, there's a bunch of these dudes. There's,
No, I just care about the Oni. I'm going to
Okay.
run over to the Oni and set the Oni on fire.
So you like Dalzim air spinning headbutt at the guy, and just as you get within range, you guys, Soko, you see him. You haven't fought with Chorui before. Give me a dexterity saving throw. As suddenly he opens up his wings and flame flies everywhere.
Matthew, you need to make the saving throw.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry. Saving throw, dexterity, yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Dexterity saving throw.
Sorry.
Oni will fail his saving throw.
And I will pass it.
So you only take
So
14
you'll take
points of damage.
Oh, damn. Okay, that's fine.
The cart is
Sorry.
completely
Sorry, friend.
destroyed and set on
No,
fire.
it's fine.
And the Oni appears and falls to the ground, dead. And charred. There is a collective gasp that goes up from around the bandits. Where's my bandit guy? This dude over here will yell for them to rally, and that any man who abandons his post is going to be gutted like a fish, blah 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 blah. Trying to inspire them with fear. He is
Like,
not
fear
very
is so
inspiring.
inspiring.
You get the impression that he is kind of afraid of what just happened. The guy was a badass, he just kind of rolled in and cut him up. But they will continue out the round and then retreat individually. So, I think Chorui has made himself the target. They will all be shooting at Chorui. 18, do you want to spend your key to send that one back?
Which one shot at me first? One that would be within range of me throwing it back?
I think this guy would be within short range of you throwing it back. He would. He'd be the only one that would be in
Okay.
short range, actually. Go for it.
Then yeah, that's the one I would throw back at.
Give me your attack roll, because we know that you will automatically deflect the damage, so...
19 attack.
That'll hit. Give me some damage. Come on.
It was a D6 plus 4, right?
D8 plus 4.
Oh, D8.
Damn. I'll just give you the one. He's done.
Okay.
You send the crossbow bolt right back into his head. This guy will... Having already been hit by your deflecting thing, he decides that it's just time to leave. And he runs away. He yells for this... He yells, "Get out of my way!" You hear him yell, "Get out of my way!" And he's off the initiative order. Toruru is obviously off the initiative order. It's too bad. I was really looking forward to getting you with that attack. This guy will shoot down at Chorui, miss, and start to flee. You hear him running and jumping down some steps over out of sight to the northeast. This guy will go over to Fu Hai, or the noble, and then take his crossbow and just put it right up to the guy's skull. And he yells that I'm walking out of here, and if anybody tries to stop me, the Fukushu gets it. The thug will agree with him and say that if anybody comes anywhere near them, that the nobleman dies, and they'll start to drag him this way. Keiru, do you want to take an attack of opportunity as they drag him away? Guy did offer
That
you
nobleman's
gold.
not from my prefecture,
He
right?
is not. He's from Fukushu.
And he's not part of our mission. And he did promise treasure, right?
He did promise to pay you more treasure than you've ever seen if you saved his life.
All right. I think you talked me into it. That does seem like the good thing to do. I'll take an opportunity attack. I won't stop them from moving away.
It won't.
I got a 17 to hit.
That will hit the guy, yeah.
3 plus 4, I think, is 7 points of damage.
Got it. He bleeds a little bit from, you see some blood trickle out of his mouth, and he spits out a tooth as he looks at you and says, "One more like that, I swear to God we'll do it." This guy... The guys on the walls are just gonna flee. They have seen what happens to people who shoot crossbow bolts at the crow, and will just jump off, or carefully climb down the other sides of the wall to escape. Keiru, it is your turn again.
Ooh. Yeah, See, I'm not our alpha striker. I can't call these guys bluff in a massive categoric fashion.
Yeah, you're
So-
more of the utility dude.
Yep. In that I have almost no utility. But I did have the one bit of utility that coincidentally came in handy in this adventure, which was great. So I will instead stand up and tell them, unhand the nobleman, and we will let you leave freely. As a counter-proposal to their, we're taking him out of here.
Alright, are you being honest?
I am.
Okay, give me
Because I can give two shits, so I've already fulfilled my mission.
Give me a charisma. Give me a charisma check.
Alright.
Or persuasion. Do you have persuasion?
I don't. So
Okay,
charisma.
just-
Nope. 5.
Okay.
Not very persuasive.
All right. They look like their grip tightens a little bit on the guy's arm.
Alright.
Meanwhile, the one that is right in front of you will say, "I'll take that," and rush away. Sprint for the northeast. Do you stop him or anything like that?
No, I'm out of my reaction.
Oh,
I
no,
wave him goodbye.
You got your reaction back because your turn passed.
Oh, I still wave him goodbye.
Okay. We'll meet again someday, Pion.
We serve as a better example if they remember that we burned an Oni.
Good point. Soko, you are still burning slightly from Chirui's attack, but what are you gonna do?
Do I still have an option to stop these guys or no?
Which guys?
The guys running away with the prefecture from another place?
I mean, they are where they are on the map. You could go and attack them.
How do I do that measure thing that you've been doing? Oh, there it is.
Yes. They're just within your range for movement too, I think.
I would like to make that dashing attack then.
Alright.
I will attack the guy at the front.
I don't know if you have enough room. I don't think you got enough room or movement to do a dashing attack. Because you got to be able to move and then hit and then move, and you're gonna have to spend pretty much all your movement getting over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. I apologize. Then I would just like to make a regular, full movement attack.
Yeah. Go after this guy. He's the one
Yeah.
with the crossbow on the guy's face.
Oh, yeah. Then that's the guy I want to go after. Here we go. 2 attacks coming out of his face. Boom, and boom. That second one.
12 will hit this guy actually.
Oh, okay, great.
So
That's,
give me the damage roll. You might be able to make your second attack on the other dude. Holy Jesus. Yeah, that guy's super dead. And the second attack will hit the second guy.
Oh, okay, cool. I like this.
So you straight up decapitate
Ooh.
this dude. Ow, Jesus. And this one is heavily injured but not dead. You cut deep into his arm. Let's go for arm. The one that's not holding on to the dude. Or no, let's go for the one that's holding on to the guy. And he is forced to relent, or he'll have disadvantage to keep the grapple on his turn. Aha! There we go.
Gotcha.
Chirui, it is your turn.
Alright, so Soku just took out one of the thugs that was trying to back away with the hostage.
Correct.
Okay, then I am going to use my movement to get closer, probably flying up in the air a little bit, but landing on the ground, and then I will flip. I'll throw some of my daggers, kunai, at the remaining thug.
Give me your attack. That will miss. That will hit.
I'll throw all 4. But why not?
Yeah.
But I think
Miss.
only one is a 19, so...
Yes, that is correct. So you
Okay,
get
so-
one that sort of nails his robe to the wall, but he quickly rips it off. And one that actually hits him, and then the other one's like nail him to the wall, but you know he uses his strength to tear the shitty robe he's got on. These guys are fleeing. Nobody engages them, so you remove from the initiative. This poor bastard. He has disadvantage to keep his grip on the guy. 2d20, keep these one. And the dude does not have a bonus, but he's rolling against a 7. Unhand me, knave! and rips himself free, and then will run away slightly. The dude will take an attack on him because why not? And miss. He hugs against the wall. And Keiru, it is your turn.
I will run up to the super wealthy guy and offer him my hand and say, "Thank God I saved you."
Thank the ancestors. Says, yes, your bravery and courage will not be forgotten, young peon.
Yeah, yes, as it should be. And yeah, that's my turn.
Soko, you want to kill this last fool that was dumb enough to to face off against you?
I certainly do. Pia! Pia! Wow.
I mean, roll damage, you can roll all once.
That's true.
That's happened to me before.
But that other rolling will never happen again.
15 and...
I just want to see if his head comes off, which it does.
Second strike, it even explodes a little bit from all the psychic damage you dealt. And it starts to bleed from the ears before your cut finishes taking it off his body. He goes to the
Excellent.
ground. There is more to this adventure, but I think we have hit our time limit. So, I'm gonna put an end to the recording, and maybe there'll be more, I don't know, maybe there won't. And if you tuned in, thanks for watching. If you are listening on RPG Academy, thank you for listening. And either way, go to www.missiveakuma.com and get free stuff and help us make the best Eastern Fantasy campaign setting book for D&D 5th edition ever. And do you guys have any parting things you want to add to the YouTube recording?
Go with the ancestors. The katana leads the way.
Okay. Caleb, you good?
Yeah, that was a great game, Mike. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, those of you on YouTube, feel free to check out our other great podcasts on rpgacademy.com. There's plenty to do, learn, explore, and adventure. Keep you company while you're lifting weights, driving in your car, or shopping, or trying to ignore your spouse.
I concur.
Way to be the professional and keep us on message here, Scott. Appreciate it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I can't wait for you guys to hear what I said when you guys all went to get drinks.
Alright. And we're out of the